1509 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. 800-555-1509.
Tired of dealing with gas-powered gear? Switch to the long-lasting power of steel. The new battery-powered steel products last so long, you'll be the one needing a break. And now through December, you can save $50 on select items. Check out the full lineup at Precision Small Engines in Bolivar or online at PrecisionSmallEngines.net. Precision meets power. No gas required.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
You know the name, now you get the same low price. Pitt's Chapel of Greenlawn Funeral Homes now has the same low prices that have made Greenlawn Funeral Homes a household name. Stop by or give us a call and let us help you with your funeral needs and monuments. That's Pitt's Chapel of Bolivar, 326-5211. Once again, that's Pitt's Chapel, 326-5211.
Hi, this is Mike Michaels out on the streets of Branson asking tourists what shows they're going to see this weekend.
Well, I love that Clay Cooper. He's great.
I've been watching that Clay Walker ever since he was with the Texas Gold Digger.
That Clay Cooper's a good American.
I think Clay Cooper could play some good Toronto music. I want to go see him.
I'm going at the Clay Cooper show.
I think me and Mabel have got tickets to go see Clay Crawford.
I'm heading to Montana Mike's for dinner and Clay Cooper for dessert.
Hi, y'all. This is Clay Cooper from the Clay Cooper Theater in Branson. For tickets, call 888-222-8910.
Hobbytime Firearms, Southwest Missouri's largest dealer, is teaming up with CZ for the Hobbytime Fall Sales Event on October 25th and 26th. Come see the wide range of CZ shotguns, pistols, and high-quality, accurate rifles. Massive savings on all CZ products, plus your chance to win a CZ shotgun. You must be present to win. Visit Hobbytime Firearms for unbeatable deals and see why CZ is trusted for performance and precision. Hobbytime Firearms and CZ, bringing you the best this fall.
Mornings? Nope, not my thing. But when I imagine a McDonald's breakfast in my hands, suddenly the snooze button is out of the picture. With McD's 2 for $5 deal, I can mix and match a steak, biscuit, sausage McMuffin with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. It's like a fist bump from breakfast that says, you got this, time to gear up and seize the day. The breakfast hype is real. Ba-da-ba-ba. And participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
The MT1 Series tractor from LS is a powerhouse, packed in a compact footprint. And now it's available with a high-capacity loader, farm, and lawn equipment.
Whirly, 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 whirly farm and lawn equipment. Woblo.
Fall is here, and it's time to refresh your home with Chapman's Furniture. From cozy living room sets to elegant dining room tables, Chapman's has it all. And Chapman's professional design team can help you create the perfect look for your home. Save big on a wide selection of high-quality furniture and get closeout pricing on patio furniture. Just follow the clearance tags. Bedroom sets to dinettes, sofas, and more. All 90% American-made. You'll find it at Chapman's Furniture in downtown Buffalo.
Marching into the night, they disappear to the left and right again. Another supper from a sack, a 99-cent heart attack. I got a pounding head and an aching back, and the camel's buried in a big straw stack. I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watch my corn pop up in rows. Every night be tucked in close to you. Raise our kids where the good Lord's blessed, point our rocking chairs towards the west, and plant our dreams where the peaceful river flows, where the green grass grows. blacktop. I caught the first bus I could hop from there. But all of this glitter is getting dark. There's concrete growing in the city park. I don't know who my neighbors are, and there's bars on the corners and bars on my heart. But I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watch my corn pop up in rows, every night be tucked in close to you. Raise our kids where the good Lord's blessed, point our rocking chairs towards the west, plant our dreams where the peaceful river flows, where the green grass grows. I'm gonna live where the green grass grows, watch my corn pop up in rows every night.
This Bolivar Liberators sports broadcast is made possible by these great sponsors. Be sure to tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and support of our kids. These sponsors are Butler Funeral Home, celebrating life for your family. Butler Funeral Home. Shelter Insurance. Visit Craig Lehman about a free insurance review. Shelter Insurance. Midmo Bank, a better way to bank. Midmo Bank. Precision Small Engine. Bolivar's go-to small engine shop. Precision Small Engine. Schuff Furniture. Delivering quality since 1955. Schuff Furniture. Oak Star Bank. Come see the difference a hometown bank can make. Oak Star Bank. Bill Grant Ford. It's better in Bolivar. Bill Grant Ford. Hobby Time Motorsports. Come see what you've been missing. Firearms, fishing, ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles, and all things outdoors. Hobby Time Motorsports. Animal Care Clinic. Caring for your pets like their family. Animal Care Clinic. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Southwest Sewer and Septic. CNC Farm and Home. Home of the Answer Man. CNC Farm and Home. Warwick Electric. Plug into your #1 electrical source. Warwick Electric. Citizens Memorial Hospital. We have the services your family needs to be healthy. Citizens Memorial Hospital. Hometown Mattress and Furniture. Still making sleep great. Atterbury's MFA Tire. The right tire at the right price. Atterbury's MFA Tire. Doak Propane. Serving Southwest Missouri since 1981. Doak Propane. Quarrel Supply Company. Bolivar's Kubota dealer. Quarrel Supply Company. State Farm. Contact Diana Andrews for a free quote. State Farm. B-Town Custom Apparel. Get your Liberator Sports custom apparel here. B-Town Custom Apparel. Hubbard Realty. Because buying and selling is not something you do every day. Hubbard Realty. Douglas Hahn Heidemann. They know the art of winning. Douglas Hahn Heidemann. Kathy's Pasta. Authentic Italian dishes. Come join the family. Kathy's Pasta. McCarthy Drilling. Specializing in water wells, geothermal drilling, and monitoring wells. That's McCarthy Drilling. Thanks for listening to this Bolivar Liberator sports broadcast made possible by these proud sponsors. Tell them how much you appreciate their sponsorship of Liberator Athletics and the support of our kids.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Plaster Stadium on the campus of Southwest Baptist University, where tonight the Bolivar Liberators take on the Logan-Rogersville Wildcats in an Ozark Mountain Conference showdown. Matt Hennerberg here, along with Clay Meyer and Sutton Medley. We'll be bringing you all the action live from Plaster Stadium as we are getting ready for the national anthem. You see the junior ROTC out there, and this should be a good game, boys. Haven't played them in a while. We haven't lost to them in a long time.
It has been quite a while, Matt, and I hope that we keep it that way.
We don't lose to Rogersville.
That's what everybody says.
So, but the Wildcats come in with a 3-5 record. The Liberators 4-4, and both teams coming off of losses last week. Branson hammering the Wildcats 56-14. Of course, the Liberators kind of let one slip away. Clay and Sutton last week losing by 6 to Carl Junction.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker last week, Matt. I don't know, I really feel like our offense wasn't there, our defense wasn't there, not our best performance. And I do think Carl Junction gave us their best performance. And we only lost by 6 and was in it to the end.
We're going to take a short break as you see him present the coach to play the national anthem. We'll be right back with Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone and Your Country 99.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
When it comes to buying tires, you don't need gimmicks and big sales. You need fair prices and great customer service. And that's exactly what you get at Atterbury's MFA Tire and Auto Center. And that's why Dwayne Atterbury continues the family tradition of a firm handshake and a great deal. So if you're looking for the right tire at the right price, come see Dwayne at Atterbury's MFA Tire and Auto Center today at 333 East Broadway in Bolivar. Attaboy, Atterbury.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Hey, Liberator fans, get your Liberator sports gear at B-Town Custom Apparel, your official Liberator sports boutique. Need t-shirts, vests, uniforms, hats, or promotional products for your business? They've got it all with customized screen printing, embroidery logo development, fundraising, and promotional items. Their talented graphic designers create unique designs just for you. Visit them online at btowncustomapparel.com. Also see them for your sign needs and UPS shipping. B-Town Custom Apparel, proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Welcome back to Placer Stadium. About 10 minutes till game time. We just had the national anthem by the Bolivar Liberator Marching Band. A great job, along with the junior ROTC on the flag presentation. Again, Bolivar taking on Rogersville in an Ozark Mountain Conference showdown. The Wildcats 3-5, and the Liberators 4-4. And like I said, we haven't played Marshfield in Rogersville in 2 years. We hadn't lost to them.
I don't remember. 2 years? I don't remember. You said 2 years?
We haven't played them in 2 years. We haven't lost to them in a long time. I guess the year that Dane Ulrich was here and we went 0-10, that would have been 2004.
Something like that. Yeah.
So that's the last time I believe we lost to them, and we haven't had very many losses to them. And it should be a good one here tonight. And this important game, one for district. Right now, West Plains atop the district seat, just barely over Carl Junction. They're playing tonight down at West Plains. If Carl Junction can beat West Plains, if I'm understanding the MISA rules right, that would drop West Plains to 2, but we would be 3 if we win here, and we would jump them by virtue of having a head-to-head win, which would get us home field advantage at least through the first 2 games.
Exactly, and that's that's so big this time of year. Is these final 3 spots, or the first 3 spots, I should say, in districts. Everybody wants to play at home, and this is one way we can take care of business tonight, and Carl Junction takes care of business tonight. We've done our job, done all we can do.
Beautiful night for football here. 69 degrees at kickoff. It looks like it's going to be not a very big crowd. Kind of surprised, guys.
Yeah, especially considering the history we have with this school that we're playing here tonight. It's been a foe from years and years and years back. So you would think that would stir a little bit of fire in some of the old Liberators.
You'd think so.
Well, it did in me when I was driving up here. I was all stirred up when I got on the grounds. I got all stirred up right away.
Not only have we beat them, there's some pretty bad blood there. The year they won the state, they turbo-clocked their way through the state championship, but they lost to Bolivar. That was their only blemish, and we turbo-clocked them. They were the largest school in Class 3. We were the smallest. And they just knew for years they were going to beat us, and they didn't get it done. And I hope that this group of Liberators understands that. Same with Marshfield. We don't lose to Marshfield.
Yep.
We don't lose to Rogersville.
And, you talked last week, Matt, to the coach after the game and said, hey, we've been telling everybody we do not lose to Logan-Rogersville. And I think that he probably passed that word along to this year's team.
Yep. So the Wildcats are coached by Mark Talbert, the head coach, assistants Chandler Collins, Scott Reeves, Jerry Knowles, Madison Davis, Jaden Kinsinger, Cam Hardistry, and Cole Orchard. Of course, the Liberators, head coach Jamie LaSalle, defensive coordinator Jacob LaSalle, D-backs Travis Gregory, D-line Alan Pierre, and outside linebackers Too Tall Charlie Karsten, offensive coordinator Austin Conrad, O-line Clayton McCullough, wide receivers Nathan DeRosset, and tight ends A.J. Lynn. So the captain's getting ready at midfield tonight. Captaining for the Liberators is going to be Hunter Kozalot. Nope, I guess he's stopping back. It'll be Mason McCurry, Matthew Santos, Gardner Casey, and Connor Neal.
4 seniors tonight here on senior night, Matt.
And we will tell you about those seniors a little later on. And it looks like the captains for the Wildcats will be Carl Westling. He's a 6'2", 160-pound sophomore. He must be a pretty good athlete to be a captain. Eli Kraft, a 6 foot, 200-pound senior linebacker. And Jacob, oh, man, that's a terrible name, Shinkarevich. Jacob Shinkarevich, 6'1", 215-pound senior running back and linebacker. And last but not least, A.J. Muncie, a 6 foot, 165-pound senior linebacker and wide receiver. Liberators in the blue jerseys, white trousers, and the yellow hats. For the Wildcats, it's the white uniforms, white helmets, and maroon numbers and trim.
There we go.
I'm seeing those numbers really good tonight.
Yeah, you can see their numbers, and you can see our numbers in these uniforms.
This will be better. Yeah, this number thing's a big deal.
Other games around the area tonight, and there's a dandy down there in northeastern Greene County, Fairgrove at Stratford. Fairgrove #1 in Class 2, Stratford #5 in Class 3. Both teams undefeated. Neighboring schools, those are the kind you like to have.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? They've been lining up for that game since about 4 o'clock this afternoon, I'd say.
Nixie will be at Glendale. Seneca against Lamar. Now, Seneca #2 in Class 2. Lamar unranked, but that will be a slobber knocker as well. Marionville versus Miller. Warsaw at Pleasant Hope. Carthage at Neosho. Ash Grove at Sarcoxy, Nevada at Pleasant Hill, Mount Vernon at Monette. Monette, a district opponent for the Liberators, and probably who we will get if things work out the way they hope they do. Branson at Hillcrest, Liberty at Houston, Adrian at Colcamp, Joplin at Webb City. That'll be a slobber knocker. And Carl Junction at West Plains. We talked about Republic at Willard, Ozark at Kickapoo, Waynesville at Lebanon, Cassville at Aurora, Forsyth at Buffalo, East Newton at Mack County. Mack County, a district foe as well. They could possibly jump Monette if Monette loses big and they win big. And we already had games last night. Ava defeating Willow Springs 54-8, Pierce City 22, Stockton 14. So those are your games around the area. And can you see who won the toss, Clay?
They've just been talking.
I don't know what they have some long talks anymore at this pregame flip.
And they're showing the coin now. Everybody's verified it's a coin, so I think the flip should be forthcoming.
Last week, the Liberators won the toss deferred and took the second half kickoff and wound up fumbling it, and that really, to me, Clay, was a turning point of the game.
Yeah, they won the toss. Logan-Rogersville did. I believe they're going to defer.
We talked about that middle 8, and that's what everybody's doing now. Oh, Rogersville's going to receive.
Okay. They want the ball. I guess
they're going to be going from south to north here at Plaster Stadium, so Burke will kick it off to the Wildcats to get things started.
Do you think that they're going to try to they're confident enough they're trying to make a statement here? Give us the ball. We're going?
No, they just don't know anything about football, Clay. We've seen this before, if you'll remember.
Okay, yeah.
The Wildcats averaging 20 points per game, giving up 23, but that's kind of not really they've either been blown out or they've blown somebody out.
Right.
It's not they're not a consistent scoring team. They lost to Reed Spring early in the season, 8-0, and I don't think Reed Spring's won a game since then. Ava beat them 22-14. They beat Central 48-12. CJ beat them 38-13. West Plains beat them 41-7. They beat Hillcrest 29-23. And then the big upset, they beat Marshfield 35-25, which was, like I said, a very big upset. Then Branson last week knocking them around 56-14. Now, Liberators have kind of had the same. They've been shut out twice, 35-0, and then they've had big games against some lesser opponents. Here comes the kick, and we're playing football. It's a deep kick. It'll be fielded at the 2-yard line, up to the 10, the 15, down the middle of the field to the 20, finds the seam across the 25 to the 30, finally brought down at the 32-yard line. So pretty decent field position on a 30-yard return by the Wildcats on the kickoff.
That's the younger Kozlowski there on the stop right up the middle there. They had pretty good, decent return right there, Matt. They fielded that ball deep and was able to get quite a few yards out of it.
Oh, guys, turn your light back on. At the quarterback for the... Got to get my flashlight out. They decided to turn the lights off next door. Throwing in the far flat. He has his man at the 40, crosses the 45, finally dropped at midfield. And throwing the quarterback is Casmore Manskuk. And I think there was some of those kids there before. That's a name that sounds familiar.
I'm sure. He just turned in on his route, Matt, and got in between got in the area of the zone wasn't covered, and it was a good pass.
He's in the gun, empty backfield, 2 receivers near side, 3 to the far side for Manzuk. He throws again, same exact pass. This time the receiver is immediately dropped, making the reception for the Wildcats, Jason Sales.
Connor Neal on the stop there. He's playing that strong safety position.
Connor Neal will be on the interception there if they make that play too many more times.
I think we surely have got that figured out now.
Yeah.
They come right back with the same set, looking at a 2nd down and 5. First down, I do believe, at the 37-yard line. And making the catch is Brandon Cantrell.
Cale McCurry on the stop.
It is enough to move the sticks, though, for the Wildcats. We've had some pretty good rivalries in basketball with the Wildcats as well. A high snap, Mansuck handles it, though. Flush from the pocket, rolls to the far side, throws it away as he was going to get sacked at about the 45-yard line. So it falls incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
And good coverage. They flushed him out to the right. The quarterback rolled out to his right there, tried to get away from a little pressure, but all the receivers were covered up pretty good. Good job by the defensive secondary. They had about 3 receivers flowing toward that quarterback, but he just ran out of time.
This time they bring 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Liberators showing blitz. Mansuck from the pocket rolls to the right, flag on the play, throws it downfield. Intercepted.
We will probably decline that holding call on Mason McCurry.
Yes, we will. He got that one up in the air, and it drifted, 5 yards too far probably for the easy interception.
Connor Neal with the interception, so Bolivar will take over 1st and 10. And they do decline the penalty.
Okay. Clay, I will probably be able to keep their rushing yards in my head tonight, it looks like. You go ahead and get the passing. I'll try to see if I can get the rushing yards.
Well, I had no idea what they do, but apparently they throw the ball.
Well, that's what it looks like. They came out with an aerial attack.
And the key to that is to be able to get pressure with just a 4-man front and make sure you got everybody covered. And the Liberators have done a pretty good job putting pressure. Banner in the backfield. Beside him is Casey, 2 near side, 2 far side. The up back from the far side, Jackson comes the most to near side. They run the pitch to Casey. He's got Jackson out in front. He gets the block, crosses the 30, and run out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Enough for a hometown mattress and furniture first down for the Liberators.
Yeah, 12-yard gain there for the senior Casey. Did a good job following his blockers. They got a little wall set up out there, and I thought he might be able one more block, and I think he might have gone for big yardage there.
If Jackson got a good block, there was one behind him. If he could have picked them both up with one block, he would have had a big gain. And they come right back again. This time they put the up back on the far side. And he comes in motion. They pitch to Jackson. He looks for a block from Casey. He gets it, crosses the 35, and dropped at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 7. A late flag coming from the back judge.
That play was the exact same play, except for they flipped it to Jackson this time instead of Casey.
I think that's going to go against the Liberators. I think we had a lineman downfield. It was a little aggressive block past the whistle. We'll see what the white hat called. Nope. Face mask against the Wildcats. Break there for the Liberators.
Okay.
5-yarder.
That would be enough for a hometown mattress and furniture first down. Randy, you're going to get your money's worth tonight, it looks like.
You know, I need to check with Randy, too. He should have some sales from South Dakota coming in just about any time.
Well,
them boys, they got a big kick out of home. That was good. That was really good.
This time McCurry comes in motion from the near side to the far side. They pitch the ball to Gardner Casey. He gets a great block, picks up the first down, and then some, gets to the Wildcat 40-yard line for another hometown mattress and furniture first down.
Same play as the first play of the ball game. This time, Jackson got both those guys and broke him for 14 yards.
I got to tell you, if they keep getting around that corner, it's going to be a long night for Logan-Rogersville.
The Liberators are matriculating.
10 yards at a whack.
Yep, 10 to 12, 14. So they're into Wildcat territory on that.
3 plays.
Well, I think Logan-Rogersville knows what we're going to run. They've run the same 4 plays. We've run the same 4 plays, just some variation of it. 2 to either side for Banner. He's in the pistol with Gardner Casey standing on this side of him. Jackson goes in motion. They're going to run it again. Jackson will be the lead block. Casey going to carry the ball. Crosses the 40, 35, driven out of bounds finally at the 28-yard line for another hometown mattress and furniture first down.
13 yards on that pickup.
Now, Randy, if I say this every time we run the ball, I've got to get a free at least a discount.
So,
I went in there 3 weeks ago and just said, give me that mattress. Didn't even ask the price.
I tell you what, he could probably just let you lay down and sleep on one for about 2 hours.
You know, that'd be good enough. That'd be good enough.
I might have to take that up on my lunch break one day.
Gardner Casey with 13-yard pickup right there. Same play.
This time the up back is McCurry on the near side. He goes in motion to the far side. They run a little inside counter, and carrying the ball is Nichols, and Nichols gets to the 19-yard line. That's just short of the first down. And is that the first running play we didn't get a first down on?
I think so. So that would be just short of a hometown mattress and furniture.
That's the small mattress.
Yeah.
That's the crib mattress.
Twin. That's a twin.
Twin. Okay. Yeah. We want the king size, boys. Banner in the pistol with Casey on his left. McCurry comes in motion. Guess what? Same play. McCurry turns the corner, gets the block. Casey just cut it in a little bit too quick. Didn't get the corner turned, and he'll be stopped just shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Liberators.
Casey gets 2.
It's about a half a yard away. And I don't know if he just didn't see that outside alley open or if somebody just was able to reach through the block and get a hand on him and slow him down. Someday they'll make me quit this job because I can't see anymore. This time Jackson in motion from the far side to the near side up the middle to Casey. He drives forward, and that'll be enough for another hometown mattress and furniture first down.
7-yard carry for him. So we've gone outside 6 times and up the middle twice, and they've done a really good job of getting the first downs and keeping it moving on down the field.
Spot the ball at the 14. What do you think? Which side are we going? Who goes in motion? They come in motion this side. They're going to run it. They pitch it to Jackson, the motion man. He gets a great block, crosses the 10, the 5, driven out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
They're going to mark him at the – that's the one. There we go. They marked him up close to the 2, man.
Okay.
Great job right there by Jackson getting a little extra effort.
He was sniffing the end zone.
Got 12 out of it.
I'm just going to leave the Hometown Mattress and Furniture logo up there. I'm tired of pushing the button.
Yeah, just leave it
After
up.
this play, I'll push the Warwick Electric touchdown button.
Okay. Efficient. That would be efficient on your part.
2nd down and 3. They spot him on the 5. This time Nichols goes in motion. They hand up to him up the middle. Touchdown, Liberators.
Good job by Nichols, just going straight up the middle.
So that's a Warwick Electric touchdown, and the Liberators draw first blood in this contest. With 7:51 remaining in the first quarter, it's a 6-0 lead. Casey to hold, Burke to kick. 2 seniors. Snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. And it's a 7-0 lead for the Liberators. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with the ensuing kickoff. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening on Your Country 99.
All clothing is arriving at C&C Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon. Have a great selection of outwear by Bernie Apparel and Carhartt. Wood pellets, by the bag, the ton, or pallets. Now's the time to improve your fencing. Barbed wire, T-posts, pipe gates, panel gates at C&C's everyday low prices. Have any questions for the Farm and Home? Well, the answer man at C&C Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon has the answers for you.
Hi, this is Donald with C&C Farm and Home Supply in Bolivar and Lebanon. If you have questions, we have the answers.
Welcome back to Placer Stadium. Liberators up 7-0 on a massive ground attack, going about 68 yards after the interception by Connor Neal. They have yet to toss the ball tonight. Throw past the ball. They've tossed it a few times on a running play, and they have just wore out the Logan-Rogersville defense, grinding up on the running game.
79 yards in 8 plays.
It looked like Banner had tossed it about 10, or about how many plays?
8.
He threw it about 5 yards for most of those, so 40 yards.
And Burke on a short pooch kick. Ball on the ground, and the Liberators recover.
There we
and
go.
There's Maddox Neesmith. He gets the ball at the 32-yard line, so the pooch kick worked to perfection, and the Bolivar right back with their offense on the field.
Well, that was excellent. He ran to a spot. He didn't look at the ball. He ran to a spot because he knew where the ball was going to land, or somewhere where it's going to land, and just got it there. That was executed perfect.
Burke, a very good soccer player, and he has kind of perfected that little pooch in there. And like you said, the gunner doesn't go for the ball. He goes to a spot and hopes the ball gets there.
And that's exactly what happened.
And they send McCurry in motion. They let him run. He gets a lead block by Casey, and he picks up 8 yards on that carry. Good second effort there. He had contact at about the second wave, but was able to fight through to the third wave.
Yeah, he spun a couple of times there, too, to get that extra yardage. He's getting pretty solid.
No question about it.
Excuse me.
They're going to give him a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
He must have got a knee down early. He was quite a bit before that, I thought. So.
Neesmith wide to the near side, and they send Jackson in motion from the far side of the near side. They pitch the ball to Gardner Casey. He picks up the first down. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Liberators.
Flag way back here at the 30, Matt.
And we got a flag on the 28-yard line. We'll see what that is.
There's going to be it's going to be against Mace McCurry, I believe, holding.
Yep, holding on the Liberators. So they'll negate that touchdown.
Way behind the play, too. That's the sad part of that. The white hat was paying particular attention to that area where Mason was putting that block on.
So they'll spot the ball at the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 14 there for the Liberators.
So that was the same play again. The last couple of times, though, when they run that play, Logan-Rogersville is all of a sudden seeing that play coming, so they're over pursuing.
They are.
And we're cutting back in, back behind them.
Yeah, Casey did a great job of cutting it back in. One to either side, up, back on either side for Banner. He talks to Casey now, changes the play. Casey on Banner's right side. Jackson in motion from the left to the right. They pitch it to Casey. He's got all kinds of room, gets a great block, and that'll be enough for a hometown mattress and furniture first down for the Liberators.
That's not a flag, is it? No. Okay.
Over 20 yards. The result of the play.
They're calling it over 20 yards, but I believe it looks closer to 17.
Okay.
He's at 37 and we're at the 20.
That adds up. That's math. That's good math, yeah.
Somehow there we go. An excellent job by that outside linebacker there for the, that's the kid with the name, Jacob Shinkervich. What do you think, Clay? Shankervich?
I can't see it. I don't have one of those programs.
The kids probably just call him Shink would be my guess.
I'd say,
hey, Shink.
Shink. Or Vitch.
Maybe.
Oh, there we go.
So it's going to be second down and 11. This time they spread Jackson out. He comes in motion again from the far side, up the middle to Gardner Casey, and a good job of penetrating up there again by Shinkervich. And Casey's dropped at the 20, and it's a 3rd and 10, and not a situation the Liberators have been in all night.
No.
Well, let's see what happens here. I don't know. I mean, I think we might be in 4-down territory, and I think we go back to what we've been running all night. Go ahead and run that play, but run it to the wide side maybe.
Well, the ball's almost spotted in the middle, so they can use that option to go either way.
We get as far as I'm concerned, we have 2 shots at getting this 10 yards right here. So
5:06 left here in the first quarter. Lib's looking at a 3rd and 10 from the Logan-Rogersville 20. Empty backfield for Banner. Now they send Casey in motion. And they fake to him, going to throwing to the far corner, and he has his man.
Incomplete.
Intended receiver was that McCurry or Nichols?
I think it's Nichols. 0?
Yep, Nichols.
Good. There's good defense down there by the ends. They stayed step for step with him all the way to the corner of the end zone. No hesitation. Going for the 4.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 10 here with 4:44 remaining in the first quarter, sporting a 7-0 lead. A little substitution change. Kozlowski comes in and Neesmith comes in. Jackson takes a seat.
I think we might pick up a little speed there with Neesmith coming in.
Casey's wide to the near side. Banner going to throw.
Center screen.
Flush from the pocket. Rolls to the near side. Avoids one sack. Now throws it in the corner. Touchdown, Liberators. Nichols on the catch. A great throw and a great catch. Nichols got one step behind his man, and Banner led him perfectly. And they make the touchdown reception here in the near corner of this south end zone at Plaster Stadium.
Matt, watching that play, it looked almost like they were trying to set up a screen over to the left or even a middle screen right there. But when Banner got flushed from the pocket, all the receivers started just trying to get open. Nichols came all the way across the backside of that end zone for that catch.
And the reason he had the time to get there is that Banner eluded probably, 3 tackles, I would say, 3 tacklers?
Yep.
And didn't show any panic at all. He just stayed in the game.
Stayed calm.
And the kick is good. And that is a Work Electric touchdown, and it's a 14-0 ball game. And so far, guys, like what I see, all Liberators, and it's old school smash mouth football.
Absolutely.
Had to go to the air a couple times there on the 4th down.
Went from one corner to the other one and was successful.
At the 4:32 mark, outstanding right there, guys. We've accumulated quite a bit of offense here in the first quarter already. 2 touchdowns and nothing for Logan-Rogersville.
Well, they've got 0 yards rushing, I can tell you that.
Like 40 yards passing. There's the Work Electric touchdown symbol. Burke to kick it off. 2 back to receive standing, 1 on the 10, 1 on the 7. And it's another pooch kick. Fair catch called for at the 28-yard line by The up back for the Wildcats, that's Nate Knowles, a 6'2", 185-pound junior. And that's better than the field position they got when they returned the first kickoff set, and they had a 32 or 30-yard return to the 32.
That's true.
The pooch kick caught at the 28 and fair caught. Manzuk in the empty backfield. Trips to the right. Over here on the near side, 2 receivers for him. Takes the snap, throws over in the near flats, little quick hitter, and he breaks one tackle and finally thrown out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Making the reception was Sky Vaughn.
Wow.
And a big tackle hit by Connor Neal. Who else was in on that?
That's going to be number 9, the
Kozlowski.
Kozlowski.
It'll be a gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. They'll stay with the same set. Manzuk in the empty backfield, standing on his own 25-yard line. Rolls out to the far side, being pressured now, and throws it. And that bounced off the carpet, it looked like for me, and it's be incomplete. George Hale caught it off the rug, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Yeah, I think this group of Liberators understands the hatred they're supposed to have.
I think so.
They seem to have bought into it, yes.
Yeah, they were still running into each other down there after that play was over with. Good job, our defensive backs. I've been kind of impressed with our D-backs this year. They bent a little bit every now and again, but they just haven't broke that many times and allowed that big play.
Here comes the aerial attack by the Wildcats again. Manzuk rolls to the near side, throws the ball, has his man, and they're going to say out of bounds. The pass was complete to Sky Vaughn, but he was out of bounds. So it'll be no gain, and that'll bring up 4th and 7, and they will be, I'm assuming they'll punt.
Well, I don't know. They're not, I shouldn't say that.
Nope, they're going to go for it. Now, Manzuk may be their punter as well.
Yeah, it looks like that's what it is.
Yeah, he's going to
Gardner Casey's going to back up. Now he's going to come over and watch this far flat. And we get all the receivers covered.
Yeah, a little 7.
He's a little quick kicker. And it's going to bounce at the 40 and take a good roll for the Wildcats. It'll be down at the 33-yard line. So Bolivar takes over 1st and 10 from their own 33 with 4:06 remaining. Great defensive effort on that possession.
Outstanding job. Our D-backs are going to be tested here tonight. Like I said, I like the way that they're playing this right now. They've completed a couple, but they're getting stopped and hit right off the get-go. So just don't let them get behind you. That's the main thing.
So Banner will be in the backfield with Casey standing on his right side. The up back is Jackson over on the left. One receiver wide. They got an up back, McCurry. He's on the near side. Jackson comes in motion. And they're going to pitch the ball to Casey. And we missed the block there, and Casey's going to be dropped for a 5-yard loss. Good penetration by the down lineman, Braden Kent, the 6', 200-pound senior for the Wildcats.
There's not a lot of places for Casey to go on that one. Like I said, just a missed block, and it's going to happen. But
so it'll bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Liberators. And you got to imagine, if I'm a defensive lineman for the Wildcats, when I see Jackson go in motion, I'm stunting that away.
Absolutely. I mean,
as hard as I can.
Yeah.
This time they spread Jackson out, and they send McCurry in motion from the near side to the far side. They throw it in the flats this time to Gardner Casey. He gets around the corner, and he picks up about 9 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 6 or 7 for the Liberators with 3:12 remaining here in the first quarter.
That's a good little old pass right out there. You got to be careful. He actually kind of threw that backwards. That particular pass, I believe, is intended to go forward. But when you have that backward pass, if you don't handle it right, that's a live ball, and it doesn't leave a lot of defenders between you and between them and the goal line. So, got to be careful there.
2 to either side. Jackson comes in motion from the slot on the far side. And they're going to throw it in the flats to Gardner Casey. He cuts across the 40. He might have a horse collar. They don't call it. He picks up a couple yards, but he will be short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Ball spotted right on the 40-yard line. And it looks like we're going to bring out Burke and punt. He gets some direction from Coach LaSalle. And he kind of had a couple little words to say to him. There might be some trickery coming up here.
I like trickery.
Little tomfoolery.
See what
Burke
happens.
standing on his own 28-yard line. The receiving man for the Wildcats standing on his own 32. It's a high snap over the head of Burke, and he's going to have to pick it up, and he's able to get it off, and it is a beauty.
Out of
And
bounds.
It's going to go, oh, what a break. It went forward. It bounced about a yard from the line and got another 5 yards. And, man, he just turned a silk purse, a sow's ear into a silk purse on that deal.
We were looking at possibly about a turnover on downs down there about the 10-yard line, and he kicked that ball 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's a 50-yard punt. Outstanding job by that young man.
That one will make the highlight reel.
I told you guys all along, he's a great athlete. You know, a lot of soccer players, not that they're not great athletes, but he's quick, he's fast, he's strong. The first time I saw him on the soccer field 3 years ago, I thought, this kid needs to be playing football.
No.
He did not panic. That was the main thing.
Yeah, he's cool. Manzik in the gun, trips to the far side, twins to the near side, empty backfield for the quarterback. Takes the snap, drops back, got time, now flush from the pocket, rolling to the right. Chucks it down the field, and picked off by the Liberators at the 39-yard line. Second pick of the night, and Bolivar takes over 1st and 10 on the Gardner-Casey interception.
Almost the same setup.
Yep. So the Liberators punt and get it right back on the next play.
Where are they spotting that ball at over there, Matt?
39. Well, no. Yep, 39. So Bolivar with a 14-0 lead, 1:37 left to play here in the first quarter. They get the ball back. They'll be looking at 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. And the Rogersville Wildcats have kind of figured out our running game, so let's go up the middle a little bit now, guys.
That would seem prudent.
4-2 front for the Wildcats. They do go up the middle, and that is Gardner-Casey, and he's going to pick up about 3.
Gardner, obviously the workhorse here tonight with 10 carries so far and 2 receptions in the passing game.
He's been our workhorse. Gosh, why can't I say that?
About all year.
Yep. Jackson in motion from the up back. They pitch to him, and he cuts it back upfield and loses about a yard. And like I said, Rogersville's kind of figured that out, guys.
I think he'd come back with a little misdirection on that, because I'm telling you, they are seeing that motion, and they are over-pursuing right off the get-go.
There's a good reason for that, yeah.
So now it's time to go against the grain or maybe run a reverse. Send him in motion, fake the handoff, let Banner run a bootleg the other way.
Well,
he'll be in an empty backfield this time. Kozlowski goes in motion from the up back from near side to far side. Banner drops straight back. Little tunnel screen over on the far side. Making the catch
good tackle.
Is Nichols, and he's going to get about 2 yards short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th and 2 near midfield, and with 13 seconds left in the quarter, they'll send Burke out to kick. Maybe we'll try the little trick play that we're going to try last time until we had the bad snap.
well, maybe that was the trick play. Let them think they were going to. Mind games. We got a timeout called, I believe.
Looks like. Yeah.
Oh, no, that quarter ran out.
Quarter ran out, so that'll end the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's Bolivar 14, Logan-Rogersville nothing. We'll take a short break. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening on YourCountry 99.
CMH Orthopedic and Spine Center in Bolivar offers walk-in orthopedic care Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Available to children and adults, the clinic provides non-emergent care for orthopedic injuries, such as fractures, dislocations, sport injuries, and shoulder, hip, and knee pain. No appointment is necessary. For more information, you can visit them on the web or call 417-777-2663.
Since 1912, thousands of Southeast Missourians have turned to Douglas Hahn Heidemann for their legal needs. Specializing in personal injury, wrongful death, bankruptcy, business law, workers' compensation, and estate planning, they're here to fight for your rights. With decades of experience, their dedicated team delivers the results you deserve. When it matters most, Douglas Hahn Heidemann is the name to remember. For consultation, visit dhhlawfirm.com and let them put their expertise to work for you. Because at Douglas Hahn Heidemann, they know the art of winning.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium. Burke knows they're going to run the fake, and they're going to be short of the first down.
Just short.
They snapped it to Casey in the backfield, and he is just short, and they will turn it over to the Wildcats at the Liberator 49-yard line. And that'll bring the defense back on the field.
Right there close to midfield, though. The way our defense have been playing,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that was no two score lead right now.
And trickeration is fun.
It looks like we're going to have a new quarterback in the game. And they're going to go to a ground game. And at quarterback is Sam Freeze. He is a 6'1", 180-pound junior, and they line up in a almost a reverse wishbone, and they pick up 8 yards.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think we were told earlier in the year that they kind of run 2 quarterback system down there, back and forth with run and pass.
Quarters at each quarter, I guess. He steps up under center. He's got 2 backs. It's a broken eye. I see how they've lined up, and they overshadow it to the far side of the field to hand off to the tailback, and he goes nowhere, and we're going to have a holding penalty on top of that. So they'll move it back 10 yards from the 45-yard line, and that'll bring up second down and about 13 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, had Aiden Essery and Garrett Cook, a junior and a senior, on that stop right there, bowing up pretty good.
So it looks like we're going to go back to the throwing quarterback. They'll spot the ball at the 47.
Hey, they pretty much change about 6 people when they're doing that.
Yeah, it's a whole different crew. And Manzik back in the game. They send a man in motion. He's going to step beside Manzik. It's a high snap, a handoff to the back, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 10 on the play.
Okay.
Outstanding job. Sam Harless was the first one in the backfield, just about took the handoff. I'm going to give him credit for that tackle because he stopped the whole thing right there at the handoff.
Gage Hale was the ball carrier. He came from the wide receiver position, and the Liberators blew it up, 3rd down and forever for the Wildcats. Manzik in an empty backfield. 3 receivers here to the near side, to the far side. Hard snap count by Manzik. Takes the snap and throws across the middle. Has his man at the 45. He's immediately hit and dropped at the 47-yard line. Still way short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down and about 14 for the Wildcats.
Hey, it's a good job by our defense. They let them catch the ball, but it was in front of the D-backs, front of that second level right there, and they were able to come up and make the tackle. A lot of play right there. They was in a zone defense that time. We had 5 people back and 5 receivers, and that one was able to just find a soft spot in the zone.
Well short of even the original line of scrimmage where the drive started. Like I said, they're still 4th and 14, and Manzik deep to punt. Gardner Casey to receive, standing on his own 24-yard line. Manzik standing on his own 35. The snap is back, and the Liberators bring the house. It's a high kick. Casey calls for a fair catch off his fingertips, and he's going to have to fall on it down at the 2-yard line, and the Liberators are going to have to go 98 yards to get the pay dirt after the mishandled punt by Gardner Casey.
Ball carried just a little farther than he was anticipating, and he didn't quite get the handle on it. Done what he had to do, though, after that.
Look at the flags. I didn't realize it was that windy, but they are blowing. It is blowing from north to south here at Plaster Stadium, Sutton. You see,
I do now.
It's kind of gusty up there.
Up on top, and they're just not doing the job this year, I'm telling you.
They need a longer flag up there.
Agreed.
So that's all right. We'll just matriculate 98 yards and take up about 8 minutes, go in at half, 21-0. How's that sound?
Get the ball back.
And then get the ball back. Banner is standing in his own end zone, Casey beside him. They send Jackson in motion. They cut him back. He goes up the middle, and he gets him a little bit of breathing room, gets up to about the 5-yard line.
3 yards on Jackson. You know, they're cramming. They are expecting it up the middle right now. We're not going to take any chances with a pitch or anything. We're just going to try to just straight handoffs, I think. Get a little breathing room away from that goal line. Logan-Rogersville anticipating that, so we did a good job to get that 3 yards.
Jackson will be in the slot on the near side. There's a wide out there, too. The up back is McCurry. Now Jackson goes in motion. And they hand it off to Gardner Casey up the middle. He finds a seam, breaks a tackler, too. Still dragging tacklers. Finally dropped at the 29-yard line. That's enough for a hometown mattress and furniture first down.
24-yard carry for the big man right there. I thought he was going to break it all the way right there.
It looked close. It looked like he just had to get through one more tackle. He got through several tackles, but one more tackle is all he needed.
He went between the center and the guard on the left side there, and, I mean, he just made one move slightly to his left to make that first linebacker miss, and then he was off to the race, it looked like.
For some reason, it doesn't want to download our graphics. Jackson goes in motion again. Banner looking to throw. Throws on the near side to Nichols, and he drives forward, and he's going to get another first down. That's a gain of 11. It's another hometown mattress and furniture first down on the 11-yard pass from Banner to Nichols.
Good job on Nichols. He just ran a little hitch is all that is. He drove that D back off with just a hard sprint for about 9 yards right there and just stopped and turned around, caught the ball. It was a timing pass all the way. Then just turned and made sure he got the first down.
So we'll see. We got some substitutions. Now Nichols going to be in the slot. Jackson will be the wide out to the near side. Maddox the wide out far side. And Nichols goes in motion. And they're going to hand off up the middle to Gardner Casey. He finds the seam, breaks it across the 50, 45, 40, kicks to the outside, 30, 25, 20. Can they catch him? And driven out of bounds at the 7-yard line. We'll see.
Hang on.
They're going to say he's down at the 1.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. He must not have stepped out on the far side. Hard for us to see. Liberators score on the 59-yard touchdown run by Gardner Casey.
98-yard drive to cap that baby off.
Well, he didn't chew up much clock.
No, not much clock. That's okay.
So Bolivar goes up 20-0 with 8:32 remaining here in the first half, and they have just had their way on the ground with the Wildcats tonight. Burke in to kick the extra point. Casey to hold. He's got to get winded. He hardly ever comes off the field.
That's true.
Snap is back. It's good. The kick is up, and it is good. 21-0 Liberators. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with the ensuing kickoff. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening on Your Country 99.
Since 1912, thousands of Southeast Missourians have turned to Douglas Hahn Heidemann for their legal needs. Specializing in personal injury, wrongful death, bankruptcy, business law, workers' compensation, and estate planning, they're here to fight for your rights. With decades of experience, their dedicated team delivers the results you deserve. When it matters most, Douglas Hahn Heidemann is the name to remember. For consultation, visit dhhlawfirm.com and let them put their expertise to work for you. Because at Douglas Hahn Heidemann, they know the art of winning.
Who's keeping you toasty this winter? For more than 30 years, Jim and Roberta Doak have been keeping folks warm in Polk County. They offer propane delivery, new system installs, new and used propane tanks, bottled propane, and so much more. They deliver clean, affordable American propane in a fast, friendly, and courteous manner that you can depend on. If you're on the fence about what propane company to use this year, give them a call at 326-6111 or visit them just a block north of historic downtown Bolivar. Doak Propane, a proud sponsor of Liberator Football.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium on the ensuing kickoff. Short kick, and it was fielded by the up-back for the Wildcats, Nate Knowles, and he was able to run it up to the 42-yard line where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 with 8:24 left to play here in the first half. We'll see if they will stay with the run package. They leave the quarterback in that ran the run package, but they're going to be in the pass package, so freeze the quarterback. Takes the snap. He's going to run up the middle. He's got some room to run. Crosses the 45 and run out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So a gain of about 6 on the play.
Yeah, that's just kind of a wildcat. You know, I mean, that's all that is. He's just snapping it to him and letting him try to choose where he's going to run to. Liberators did a good job of filling and keeping him with the 5-yard gain over there.
Well, Bolivar playing a 4-man front with 2 up linemen in that, And this time they show blitz. They throw across the middle and making the grab. And I don't know if we can catch him. We're not going to. No flags on the play. Touchdown for the Wildcats as Gage Hale split the seam and was able to get into the end zone.
Going to be a 54-yard TD pass by the Logan-Rogersville Wildcats.
Good pass, kind of a crossing pattern. Hit him right in stride and had no chance to catch him. He had a pretty good lead.
Yeah, there's no question about it. He was right on target with it. They do have a field goal kicker. I was kind of expecting them to go for a 2, but
let's see who the kicker is. It's number 11, and that is Nate Knowles. He's an all-around player, and the kick is
barely good. 21-7.
So the Wildcats get on the board with 8:07 on the long pass play without their passing quarterback in the game.
It was confusing.
So we'll keep it right here.
That, I've noticed, again, we talked about this last week with the center's that shotgun snapping the ball back, and it created a turnover last week for us. And so far tonight, he's kind of been all over the place. That center has when he's been snapping to the quarterbacks of the Logan-Rogersville.
Yeah, I think we'll see one for the night.
I really do, because he's been up high above the head, he's been down low, and then when he's hitting him right in the hands, I mean, it's coming back here pretty quick. So,
and a few of them been high, a few of them been low. Casey and Nichols back to return this kick, standing on their own 10-yard line.
Going to do the old cross back here.
And kicking for the Wildcats, Broden Cantrell, 6'2", 180-pound junior. And they kick it away deep to Nichols. He'll field it at the 5-yard line. They'll run the cross. They fake it to Casey. Nichols, great block by Rogersville on their own man. And it freed up Nichols. He's still on his feet. He's still going. He gets finally dropped at the 41-yard line as they put a penalty flag. Our man clean blocked the first man, and he hit his own man.
They're calling a holding against the Liberators.
Oh, that's a bad call.
Unless it's on someplace other than our eyes.
Right.
Because what I saw was
that's right where it happened, though.
Yeah, like I said, Logan-Rogersville, we blocked one guy into one of their guys, and it just cleaned his clock.
And he walked off the field with his helmet off and his bell rung. They called it a block in the back. Man, that was a great return by Nichols, and it looked like a clean block because we had it right in our view.
Yeah.
But Bolivar's going to get the ball on the 6-yard line to start this drive. So 1st and 10 from their own 6, 7:53 remaining in the half.
That'll be worth another look later on.
I'll have to watch that one in the archives. Banner in the gun. Casey on the near side of him. McCurry, the up back on the far side. Jackson in the slot on the near side. McCurry comes in motion. They're going to pitch the ball to Casey. He gets a block or two, kicks it to the outside across the 10 to 15 to 20, down the near sideline, 30, 35, 40, and one man to beat. And he's going to get him beat, stays in bounds. Touchdown, Liberators.
95.
No flags on the play. A 95-yard romp by the senior Gardner Casey.
Wow.
And Bolivar answers the score by the Wildcats on one play.
Now, let me ask you something.
I know what you're going to say.
So, the longest run on record is a 99 2/3 by Brock. But Casey actually took that pitch in the end zone because I thought he was going to get hit in the end zone for a possible safety and came out.
It's where the line of scrimmage is. But 30 years of doing this is the second longest run I've seen from scrimmage by the Liberators.
Tremendous blocking.
To kick the extra point, and a great job of him to walk the tight line on this near sideline after taking the hit. The kick is up, and it is good.
Well, Logan-Rogersville need to work on their push out of bounds instead of push them on down the field. I mean, he gave him a pretty good boost straight down the field.
That was a electric touchdown. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with the ensuing kickoff. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening on YourCountry 99.
If If you haven't been to Kathy's Pasta lately, you haven't been. New ownership brings an updated menu and new atmosphere that'll enhance your dining experience. Indulge your senses with not only premium pastas, but juicy ribeye steak, tender filet mignons, and succulent seafood that's bursting with flavor, all while getting exceptional service. Kathy's Pasta. Come taste what's new. Located on Main Street in Bolivar, across from the post office. Kathy's Pasta, where every dish is a celebration.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium. Burke getting ready to set the kickoff here. We do have a score from West Plains. It's the Zizzers 13, CJ 10 in the second quarter.
Oh,
thanks, Dwayne Banner, for sending us that information. I think he is watching it on the on his phone on the one of those schools' webcasts. Now we got a flag over here. What's this?
What am I?
Yeah, the side judge just gave the white hat a flag.
They're moving Bolivar up 5 yards.
So we went to commercial break, wasn't watching what was going on. So Burke will kick off from his own 45-yard line, and even into this gusting wind from the north side, I believe he can put that into the end zone.
If that's what he wants to do, that'll do it. I wouldn't be surprised what we didn't maybe try another little.
They have pinched their second and third line in a little bit. It's a little pooch kick to the near side. It goes out of bounds, and they will get the ball at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
That may have happened after the extra point down there, and we didn't see it.
Let's see what their coach is going to go ahead and take it on the 40. I'm going to move them up to the 45.
Yeah. 42. Went out of bounds at the 32, so. So they leave the running quarterback in, but they're in the passing formation. He's flushed from the pocket, goes to the outside, being pressured, throws over in the far sideline, and did they say he made the catch?
Yes.
They did. It'll be an 8-yard pickup. They say he went down in bounds, so they'll continue to run the clock.
Nichols with the stop on that.
That was a great throw by Freeze and a good job by that receiver to come back to green grass to help his quarterback out.
Yeah, Freeze done a good job getting out of the trap, and then a good job delivering the ball both.
Front four is just kind of laying their ears back and trying to get after that quarterback.
And they show blitz this time, and that should be a holding there. The quarterback runs. He's going to have enough for the first down as he snuck out of bounds just past the chains.
That was close to the bad snap right there, Matt. Yep. He caught that with his left arm.
So Freeze picks up the first.
Well,
what did they say? Stepped out of bounds there at the 50?
Yep.
Okay.
So he's short of it. Wow.
That brings a host of.
So they're going to change their entire offense now as about 4 go off and 4 fresh ones come in for the Wildcats.
You got to kind of watch that. Keep track on that. They may end up with the 12th man out there for too long.
I'm not sure they don't. Broken eye formation, Freeze up under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the second back through. He lost yards.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 1. He lost probably a half a foot on the play.
Credit that front four right there, 56, 65, Nichols, and
so it'll bring up 4th and 1. We'll see if they stay with it.
Same set.
Oh, yep, they're going to go with the broken eye again with Freeze up under center. See if he has a hard snap count. He does. Nobody jumps for the Liberators. Let's see if they back up and punt. 12 on the play clock. He Freeze changes the play now. And they're going to throw a pass. But no receiver downfield, and Freeze is flushed from the pocket and run out of bounds at the 48-yard line of the Wildcats. Bolivar will take over 1st and 10 on possessions in Wildcat territory.
Matt, I was locked in on the quarterback there and was watching, seeing what he was trying to do. No receiver went downfield at all.
No. I looked because when he rolled, I thought, I hope we covered somebody. And I looked downfield, there was nobody to throw.
I'm glad we had Neesmith coming stunting from the outside right there because he's got a little bit of speed and he was able to flush him out. So
what I liked about that most of all was the discipline that our line showed on that particular time.
Not to jump.
They had 2 or 3 chances to do what they've been doing, early part of the year, but they held steady.
They spotted at the 47. Jackson in the slot on the near side. McCurry the slot on the far side. One receiver on either side of them. Banner in the gun with the workhorse behind him. Banner fakes to him, throws down the middle to Jackson, and he almost had to grab. Great defensive play by that Wildcat linebacker that followed Jackson, and he knocks it for an incompletion.
Yeah, Jackson just kind of running that hash mark right down the field right there. Like you said, just really good defensive play by the Logan-Rogersville back. Jackson got him put on his hip, so he really wasn't going to be intercepted on that because Jackson was between him and the ball.
This time they put McCurry in the up back on the far side. We'll see if he comes in motion. Jackson comes in motion from the slot, from the near side. They run inside on a little misdirection to McCurry, and he picks up the first down. That's another Hometown Mattress and Furniture first down on the 12-yard run by Mason McCurry.
We talked about that early on when we was just seeing that one play. I said we may end up getting a little misdirection. Right there it was. Everybody went right except Mason McCurry, who came back into the middle.
Now our graphics are working.
6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Liberators up 28-7.
Need to punch one in here. We always talk about the middle eight. We get in here and then get the ball back. Of course, the way this game's going, we got enough time to score two or three.
Yeah, a couple.
This time McCurry comes in motion from the far side slot. They throw it in the flats to him. It's batted down. That's incomplete. He was throwing.
I think the Whitehead is going to say it's a fumble. He didn't make any signal whatsoever. And we got a man down, too.
Yep, Whitehead called it a fumble.
They called it a fumble. That's Matthew Santos down there who was trying to get the ball at the bottom of the pile. He's a little gimpy. So Rogersville gets the ball back on the fumble. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. 5:35 left to play in the half. 28-7 in favor of the Liberators. Freeze stays in at quarterback. Trips to the right, twins to the left. The junior takes, that's Manzik back in the ball game. He's flushed from the pocket. Flag on the play. We're going to have a holding. They get it downfield, and it's incomplete. Bobbled between two would-be receivers for the Wildcats. A.J. Muncie and Nate Knowles. It's holding on the Wildcats, though. That's going to move them back 10 yards.
Quite a bit, too, because it
was behind the line of scrimmage. Yep. Now they're going to mark it from the line of scrimmage. I just don't think he had enough arm to get the flag up there. The flag was laying at the 35, but they're going to move him back to the 31, and it'll be 1st down and 22 for Rogersville. Munsick in the empty backfield. They send a man in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Munsick hit as he unloads the ball, and it's incomplete. A good job by the receiver to peel around on Nichols.
You know, we're seeing that route on Sunday afternoons a lot now, Matt, where they peel around in front of that defender and try to get that advantage.
I'll tell you what they're trying to get is that PI call.
Yeah. So Manzik getting the play from the far sideline. It's now 2nd down and 22. He's standing on his own 25-yard line. Takes the snap, flush from the pocket by McCurry. Comes to the near side, going to tuck it and run across the 30 to 40 and run out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That'll put him in a 3rd down and about 6 position with 5:10 remaining. Stops the clock as he ran out of bounds. Great job of blowing that play up, though. Oh, man, they moved him back to the
33 almost.
Took him back 43, a couple years. Yeah.
43,
so it's 3rd down now and 8 instead of 6. But McCurry blew that up on his blitz. Manzik in the gun, again in an empty backfield. Takes the snap, under some pressure. Good job by the front by the Liberators. Unleashes it and overthrows everybody. Nichols tried to catch his feet to back up and get the pick, but couldn't get there. And that'll bring up 4th and 8. And, I mean, at this point, if you're Rogersville, just go for it.
Yeah. You got to go, yeah.
Because if you don't pick this up, it's a pretty good chance for the Liberators to score right before the half. And again, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
And we've not entered the hateful 8 yet.
They overload here on the near side. Manzik takes a snap, rolls to the far side, gets the pass off, and
he caught that.
They're going to say he made the grab, and he did at the 43-yard line, so they'll move the sticks. Clock will stop with 4:56 left in the half.
Nichols tried to undercut that and just missed it, and it went on through to the receiver, and he was able to get control of it before he fell out of bounds.
So wisely, they went for it and got it. And that's a big advantage. Momentum swing for the Wildcats. They flip some linemen. 6 on the play clock. Send a man in motion. They fake the handoff to him, throw it in the flats. They have the man at the line of scrimmage. He makes a nice move, picks up about 5 yards as he avoided one would-be Liberator tackle.
Kozlowski and Neal on the tackle, doing a good job over there.
Sky Vaughn on the reception in the game. West Plains 20, Carl Junction 10, 3 minutes left in the first half down in Booger County. Manzik in the gun. Liberators show blitz. High flag down. I believe we're going to have an illegal procedure. I think with the Liberators showing blitz, one of the Wildcat linemen jumped.
So
that will be the call.
That's going to put them back to 2nd and 10, which is good. Maybe take a little of that momentum out of them.
Clock at 3:52.
I'd like to get this ball back and maybe get a chance to punch one in. 2nd and 10. Manzik in the gun. Takes a snap under some pressure.
And down he goes.
Dropped. And Mason McCurry, the number 5 tackler in the nation last year in high school football, with a big sack, drives them back even further, and it'll be 3rd down and 21 now for the Wildcats.
Yeah, 28-7 with 3:25 to go here in the first half. Just remember.
Stay tuned for the Shelter Insurance halftime show. I bet Craig and Lisa were happy last weekend up in Columbia.
Wow.
What a gutsy effort by our quarterback, Mr. Cook.
No kidding.
Empty backfield for Manzik. 3 minutes left. They send a man in motion. They hand it off to him. They're going to run a double reverse pass. And he throws the ball, and he got hammered as he threw it, and it falls incomplete. Wasn't even close to the intended receiver, A.J. Muncie, and they will be forced to punt.
We had one guy there. I don't know if it was Santos or Neesmith that sniffed that whole thing out. And I mean, as soon as they flipped that ball back to the quarterback, he was all over. And he forced that quarterback to throw it just high up in the air. Great job there defensively.
So back to punt is Knowles. He's standing on his own 35-yard line. Casey standing on his 18. Well, let's see. And there's a bad snap, and we're going to get him dropped at the 35-yard line. Mason McCurry drops the punter, and Bolivar will have a short field to work with, looking at 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 35 with 2:48 remaining in the half.
Yeah, that's the last thing that Logan-Rogersville wanted right there was to give us the short field.
Banner in the gun. They've got Jackson in the slot near side, McCurry in the up back on the far side. And now McCurry comes in motion, and they're going to pitch the ball to Gardner Casey. He gets a good lead block. He's down the near sideline.
Flag.
And we got a flag on the play. And McCurry got down to the Gardner got down to the 5-yard line, but we're going to have either a holding or an illegal block. The flag is laying on the 33-yard line. They're going to have a hold against the Liberators, so that'll move them back to the 43. It'll be 1st down and 16 for Bolivar. Man, Casey's doing a great job of walking the tightrope.
I'm telling you now, outstanding. Outstanding. Okay, we've still got enough time. We can.
2:37 remaining.
Yeah, we can do a lot of things here. We can run several plays.
You know, he's got 178 yards in the second quarter.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Pretty good stat.
3 carries for 178 yards.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good yards per carry.
Well, we have about a 30-yarder called back right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This time they go with 2 up backs. McCurry comes in motion. They hand off to him. They work the little inside ISO. He dives forward, breaks a couple tackles across the 30, and still on his feet. And we're going to have a horse collar. He's finally dropped at the 20. It'll be enough for a hometown mattress and furniture first down. Plus, they're going to tack the penalty on.
That's going to be a face mask on that second time he was being spun around. They grabbed him by the face mask. There he is.
Clay, they had to. They couldn't get him down with the horse collar. They couldn't get him down tackling him. It had to be a face mask.
So he goes from
that's a 15-yarder. We're going to be close to the goal line.
Where are they spotting that at?
They mark it off from the 22, so they're going to move him down to the 6 or 7 yard line, just between the 6 and the 7. It'll be first and goal to go for the Liberators. Timeout by Logan-Rogersville. Run 1. We don't want to miss anything. We're scoring quickly.
Yeah. Dang, what a game of big plays.
Wow.
The whole first half has just been big play after big play.
Where was this at last week, man?
Yeah.
Man, that's what I kept thinking, too. Just one lick here is all we need to do. One lick.
See Austin out there talking to him?
I do now.
Bolivar's like, come on, let's go, boys.
Did he get us on? Are we on the air? Okay. All right. Well, we didn't leave. We called for a commercial break. We're back at it. Liberators looking at a first and goal to go. Well, I guess they're on the 11, so they can
make a first down.
They can make a first down and not get the touchdown. But I got a feeling that Gardner Casey's going to run this one to the house. They send Jackson in motion. They're going to hand it off to Jackson. He works behind Casey, kicks it to the outside. He's going to take it to the house.
Touchdown.
Good job. And Jackson with the touchdown for the Liberators. And that's a 34-0 lead for Bolivar.
34-7.
34-7, excuse me. That comes with 2 minutes left here in the first half. Burke in to kick the extra point. Casey to hold. Good job there by Cyrus Jackson with some field vision, guys. He got a good block by Casey, but there was a lot of traffic in front of Casey after that block. He kicked it to the outside, took it to the corner, and put the Liberators up again. Burke's kick is up, and it is good.
Okay, well, Burke is having him a night now.
Yep. We might be in turbo clock. We got in trouble for you got in trouble one time for saying that, Clay, when we beat them in their state championship here, and we scored towards the end of the game. You heard turbo clock, and I had somebody call me, say, your guys were rooting for a turbo clock.
Well, actually, we were.
We were at that. Oh, well.
So I went back and watched it, and sure enough, when they scored that last one, you could hear you go, yeah, turbo clock.
I think that might have been Cole's senior year, wasn't it? Maybe.
It could have been.
One of the Peavy boys was our quarterback. I think they won the state championship in 13 or 14.
I don't know. I refuse to look at the sign when I drive through there. Yeah, I just can't.
So
because we turbo clocked them.
Burke will tee it up midfield at the 40, back deep to receive the kick. 2 receivers, one standing on his own 8 over on the far side. And it is a great pooch kick, fair caught by the up back at the 37-yard line. And I didn't know if he was going to hang on to that one or not.
1:59 left. Boy, I'd like to get the ball back one more time, is all I'm saying.
You know, it's possible. How many timeouts do we have left? 3?
I would say.
We got 2. No, we got all 3 of ours.
3 and they've got 2.
Okay.
I'd say Coach probably, after this first play, he'll see what they do. And, you know, they keep throwing this. They kill the clock for us. So
Freeze in at quarterback. He's in an empty backfield. Liberators show blitz, and they throw over in the far flats. The ball is caught and immediately dropped. And that is Neesmith. He'll pick up about 2 yards on the forward motion. Well, they give him a really good spot.
Clock's still running, though, too.
Got a bug drop down my neck, and I can't get him out of my shirt.
Just slap that real hard there. So
there he is. Got him. Crawled back up the other side. High snap, and Freeze is able to handle it, but under some pressure throws and overthrows his intended receiver. And good coverage on the play by Kozlowski. That was Lucas Witta, the intended receiver.
Okay. Clock stopped with a minute 21 to go right here in the second quarter.
I got that bug out of my ear, took my headphones off, put the flashlight on the other side of my head and my ear, and it went right to it.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. That's the guy that's fought bugs before right there, I'm telling you. Not the average guy would know that.
No, that's exactly right.
3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. 1:21 remaining with the clock stopped. They don't get a first down here. We're going to get the ball back. Freeze throws over in the near flats. He has his man, and there's nothing doing there. They drop him at the 40-yard line, maybe a half a yard gain. That'll bring up 4th and 7. We'll have to punt or go for it here. But we should. I don't know why we don't call timeout right now. Clock ticking at 1.
Timeout there.
We did get the timeout called. They need to put probably about 6 more seconds back on the clock. We'll keep it right here. Don't forget the Shelter Insurance halftime show coming up. Of course, Bolivar Liberator football brought to you by Mid-Missouri Bank here on MoSportsZone and YourCountry 99, a better way to do your banking in Bolivar. Well, you get a stop here. You got a couple chances for the end zone.
Casey could pick up another 70, 80 yards going down the end of the quarter.
We'll see if they run the punter out or if they're going to go for it.
Like he's back there a ways.
And in to do the punting is Broden Cantrell. He's standing on his own 28-yard line. Casey back at his 25.
We got
snap is crucial. It's a good snap, and Cantrell gets the punt off. It's a beauty. Fair catch called for by Casey at the 25-yard line. So with 58 seconds left, the Liberators will have 75 yards to go to get the pay dirt.
Good decision by Casey. I think he just needed a breather.
Yeah. He's not one to pad his stats.
Now let's see what that young man can do here with a minute and or 58 seconds to go.
Do you go to the air? Do you run it? What do you do, guys?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Often here.
Kozlowski in the ball game. As they're going to line up, stack 2 receivers on the far side. Nichols the lone wide out here on the near side. Now he goes in motion. And they hand off to him. Nothing doing there. You need to pitch it back to Banner. He's still on his feet and dropped at the 20.
Timeout.
See if they call the timeout.
They're not.
They're not going to call the timeout. 45 seconds and clicking.
I don't know they're feeling quite what we were feeling when we were coming up here. I would hammer them right here if I got a chance.
Empty backfield for Banner. Different sets that we haven't seen. They send Casey in motion. They hand it off to him. He finds a seam. Oh, good job. He had one man to beat, and he had a ton of room. Now we got a little extracurricular going on.
And there's the
flag.
Okay. And this is what I'm talking about.
And that'll stop the clock with 7 seconds, and they'll probably tack 15 yards on here for the Liberators.
It looked like a punch was thrown down there to me.
Yep. Let's see what the white hat calls over here.
Dead ball. Personal foul.
Oh, they're going to call against the Liberators.
Okay. What about that last one?
So he gets credit for the rush.
Yeah.
But so 7 seconds to go. I'm thinking let's just go victory formation before anything bad happens here.
I'm giving the ball to Casey. He's just wanting to get it back where he could get a long run.
He got it backed up about where he likes it now.
Yep.
You know, if we could get an illegal procedure here, he'd be right where he need to be.
Banner's going to be in an empty backfield. They put Casey out wide to the far side. He's going to come in motion. Think they'll hand it to him? And we got a whistle.
There's your illegal procedure.
Okay.
No. Timeout.
Timeout. No, the clock. They started the clock after the penalty.
Okay. Well, I didn't see that one coming.
So we're going to send it back to the studio, catch up on some advertising. We'll be right back with the Shelter Insurance Halftime Show. You're watching Bolivar Liberator Football on MoSportsZone, listening on Your Country 99.
You'll find everything you need to turn the great outdoors into your own personal playground at Hobby Time. From ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles to Falcon bass boats, Avalon pontoons, and firearms for every season. Hobby Time is the toy store for the outdoor enthusiast. Located just north of Bolivar off Highway 13. Get into the outdoor game with Hobby Time. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
If you're buying or selling real estate in Southwest Missouri, call Hubbard Realty. We're your local real estate experts with a team of dedicated professionals who will represent you through one of life's biggest challenges, buying or selling a home, land, or investment property. Let our years of experience in up and down markets guide you with data-driven advice and researched guidance. With generational roots in the area, we're here to stay. So work with the realtors you know, like, and trust. The agents at Hubbard Realty. We're your hometown real estate experts.
Drilling, the action of making a hole in something by boring with a drill. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's not, especially when it comes to water wells, geothermal drilling, and environmental monitoring. With over 20 years experience, Jeremy McCarthy and his crews at McCarthy Drilling will have your project completed efficiently and effectively using state-of-the-art drill rigs. Don't leave your drilling to just anyone. Contact the experts at McCarthy Drilling in Halfway. McCarthy Drilling done right.
When is the last time your bank paid you for swiping your debit card? At Mid-Missouri Bank, swiping your card actually makes you money. Since June of 2017, Midmo has paid out $6 million in Kasasa rewards to their Kasasa customers. $6 million. That's an average of $75,000 a month. You think it's time to switch to Mid-Missouri Bank? Come join one of their 13 locations and get paid to swipe. To learn more, visit midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank is building the community bank of the future in the Ozarks today. Member FDIC.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that you know makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
When you own a commercial lawn service, you know a thing or two about Great Cuts. You also know that every dollar counts. And with Gravely's Mow Like a Pro sales event, you can save up to $2,000 and receive special financing on select models of America's most rugged and dependable commercial lawnmowers, including the Big Pro Turn 600. But hurry, the Mow Like a Pro sales event is for a limited time only, and only at Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Welcome to Coral Supply in Bolivar. Coral Supply and Kubota have stepped up to get you the Kubota tractor you need.
Right now, get 0 APR, 0 down for up to 60 months on the L2502 package at Coral Supply in Bolivar, equipped with box blade, bush hog, and 18-foot trailer, now through 12/30/24. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
At Coral Supply in Bolivar, we make it simple to buy a new Kubota tractor.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium on the campus of Southwest Baptist University. It's halftime. Liberators up 35-7 over the Logan-Rogersville Wildcats in the Ozark Mountain Conference Showdown. It is the Shelter Insurance halftime show. Thank you, Craig and Lisa Lehman of Shelter Insurance. And Clay, how about some first half stats for us?
Well, I'm going to just jump right into the stats, and then because they're impressive, and then I'll go over the scoring for it. Chapel Banner tonight. Right now he's 4 for 7, 45 yards passing the ball with 1 touchdown, and that was thrown to Evan Nichols, 21-yard pass play for the touchdown. Evan Nichols has 2 carries for 13 yards and 1 touchdown, and Cyrus Jackson has 5 carries for 33 yards and 1 touchdown. But here's the most impressive stat that I've read in a long time. Gardner Casey, the senior, has 15 carries in the first half for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, we're going to have to check the record books here in our program here in a little bit to see what the record is for a game, because I think that he might be closing
303 yards.
Was it 303? Yep. So I'll tell you what, he's been on stack. Well, it all got started early on in the first quarter. 5-yard run by Nichols with the kick being good puts Bolivar up 7-0. The very next kickoff, we did a little pooch kick, and it was very successful when we recovered the ball on the 33-yard line of Logan-Rogersville. A couple minutes later, 21-yard pass play from Banner to Nichols, making the score 14-0. 137 to go in the first quarter. Gardner Casey gets an interception on 39-yard line. Unfortunately, we have failed still, again, to get points off of a turnover. We end up trying to do a fake punt. It gets stopped and turn the ball over on downs end. But that's okay, because now open up the second quarter for Gardner Casey. First off, a 59-yard touchdown run, making it 21-0. Then we had a 54-yard TD pass by Logan-Rogersville, so they narrowed it down real quick there in the second quarter, 8:07 to go, 21-7. We get backed up on the next possession. We're on the 5-yard line, hand the ball off to Casey. Actually, we pitch it to him. He takes the pitch in the end zone, but comes out of the end zone, scampers the 95 yards from the line of scrimmage, all the way down the sideline for the touchdown. Just a great piece of running by the young man, making the score 28-0. 28-7. Then at 5:35, they fumble a punt snap. Logan-Rogersville does. Or actually, we fumbled the ball, but Banner gets hit from behind on a pass play, but we end up sacking their punter after their first 3 plays from scrimmage. We get the ball on the 35-yard line. Get another 11-yard run touchdown run from Cyrus Jackson to finish up the scoring in the second quarter, making the final score in the half there 35-7. What a half of offense for the Liberators.
Yeah, really complete game. We shut them down when they started out in the pass package. Our D-backs did a great job. We got good pressure with just our front 4. We were blitzing one man every now and then. We did an awesome job. Our D-backs come up with 2 picks. Then they go to the run package. We jam that up, and they do not have an answer for our run game right now, Clay.
Right. They just can't they can't find it. And, I was talking to Sut early on during one of the breaks. In the whole scheme of things, if you pull just the minimum amount of pass plays that we have out, we ran a Gardner Casey, but it's the same play. It's just different personnel running it. Or we're doing that little handoff up the middle where the back is kind of reading the center, and it's going right off the center's hip one way or the other, and it's getting good yardage right up the middle. They're able to get to that second tier and then make somebody miss, and you get a 95-yard run.
Right. Well, like I said, just totally dominating on the ground game for the Liberators, and a great defensive effort. McCurry's been all over the field on the defensive side. The front 3 that are pressuring the quarterback, they flush him from the pocket. We've had a couple sacks, but they're really just disrupting his game to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah, very much so. And, execution, just that rhythm, they're not able to get into it right now. I got to give credit where credit's due here. Our defensive backs are just doing a tremendous job. They are forcing them to stop short to get a reception. They're not letting anybody 4-yarder that they scored on. I'm telling you right now, we were in pretty good defensive position. It was just a great throw and catch and run after the catch to make that score. Other than that, it's easy to let them catch it in front of you and come up and make that tackle. But what you can't do is let them catch it behind you and try to make that tackle. And that's what we're preventing them from doing right now.
What's 35-7 at the half scores from around the area? Of course, the one we're most concerned about down at West Plains, West Plains scored, fumbled, or CJ scored, fumbled the kickoff. West Plains fumbled the kickoff. CJ got it, kicked a field goal to tie it 20-20 at the half, so that's where we stand. We'll keep you abreast of that one. That is a big one. Of course, the premier game in the area is number 5, Stratford, against number 1, Fairgrove. Stratford 3A, Fairgrove 2, both teams undefeated. It's 8-7 late in the second quarter in favor of the Stratford Indians. So that is what we thought it would be. Just a good game. Nixie up 14-0 over Glendale first quarter. These are the most current scores I have. Number 2, Seneca in Class 2, 8. And Lamar, perennial state champions, nothing in the second quarter. And we thought that would be a good game, even though Lamar's unranked. That's going to be a dogfight down there. It's here's a little bit of a shocker. Marionville, they're 8, only up 8-7 over Miller late in the second quarter. Carthage with a 21-13 lead over Neosho in the second quarter. And it is Mount Vernon 22, Monette 8. Monette a district foe for the Liberators. Branson up 35-0 over Hillcrest late in the second quarter. No, there's that bug that went in my ear. Get that dude out of there.
I mean, my phone there.
And it is Joplin 21, Webb City 19 at half. And Webb City's having a terrible year down there in Jasper County.
You'd have to go back several years to see them with 4 or 5 losses on a season.
Several decades just for them to have 4 or 5 losses.
Exactly.
Another district foe, Mack County 14, East Newton 14 in the second quarter. Scores kind of slow coming in, so that's all we have for you here on the Shelter Insurance Halftime Show. And scores, Clay, you got some information about other Bolivar Liberator athletics going on right now.
We do. We have, the state golf, ladies golf just concluded, I guess it was Tuesday. Congratulations to Delaney Daniels. She placed 10th in the state. That puts, they take, I think the top, I don't want to say how many it was. The top 25 qualifiers get to go to state. And then the top 10 make all state. So she finished 10th, which puts her in all state. And that's the second year in a row, I believe, that she's been an all state performer for the Bolivar Liberators. I'm going to make a
prediction. She's going to be a state champion next year.
I'm going to tell you what, she
can play some.
And in her right knee, I believe it is. And, from basketball the year before. But you should have seen that girl work all year long to get back into.
Every time we were out there, she was working.
Without a doubt. State tennis also concluded this year with Emma Goodman, Smashy, taking 7th place. And then Cammie Bryan and Jillian Homer, 3rd place in state in the doubles. So congratulations to those young ladies.
Is our team tennis out?
No, I
think they still have that to go.
They still have that to go. So this was the individuals, and it's kind of different than any other sport. They do individuals first, and then they come back with the team. So in ladies tennis, softball quarterfinals, Marshfield down in Carl Junction this past week. At Mack County.
Yep.
Okay, at Mack County then. And that was, again, a good game. 3rd time they played this year. The series was split up until this past week, and the Lady Liberators took that. And now they're going to face Father Tolton. It's a Catholic school up there between Jefferson City and Columbia, I believe. It's around Ashland. So that's going to start tomorrow at 1 p.m. And I believe
that's here in Bolivar.
Okay, right here in Bolivar. And then right there it is. State team tennis is next Thursday at Cooper Tennis Complex in Springfield. So if you get the chance, get down there and support our other Lady Liberator sports. And men's soccer is still going on. They're going to start their districts this next week, I do believe.
Cross country is going to be, their districts will be here. We had the Ozark Mountain Conference race last week here, had a big crowd for that. So just a great fall for Liberator athletics.
Yeah, and guys, those tickets need to be bought online for the game here tomorrow.
Right.
And
go online to Misha.
Probably for the tennis, I would say also.
Yep, right.
You can't buy them at the gate. You got to buy them online.
Yeah, Misha has instituted that policy, and I think I've heard a lot of complaints over that last year. So I didn't know if they were going to make any adjustments this year or not. But as of right now, you still have to buy everything from district on through Misha. Right. So I want to say recognize all the football seniors this tonight. This was senior night, and the Liberators had 11 seniors that were recognized before the game. Brant Sawyers, Connor O'Neill, Cooper Williams, Danny Kozlowski, Elijah Parton, Gardner Casey, Garrett Cook, Jordan Burke, Maddox Neesmith, Mason McCurry, and Matthew Santos. It's been an enjoyable experience watching these guys progress through the years and now celebrating their senior year. And, they're doing everything they can to go as far as they can. And I think they're going to have some success here in district.
Yep, I do too. Congratulations, seniors. We thank you for your efforts for the program throughout your 4 years of high school. We're going to send it back to the studio. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football, listening on Your Country 99. It is the Shelter Insurance halftime show. We'll be right back with second half action.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV? What? Oh, no way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Ask Shelter agent Craig Lehman about Shelter's competitive renters insurance rates.
For nearly 70 years, Schuff Furniture has been your local family-owned furniture store, where you'll find quality home furnishings from Ashley, Best Home Furnishings, Sleeptronic, and Catnapper, all at affordable prices. And did you know Schuff Furniture offers free delivery within a large area of Bolivar? Just ask Kevin or Melinda for the details. Make your house a home with Schuff Furniture, your everyday good price furniture store, located 3 miles south of Bolivar, right off Highway 13.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Diana Andrews, 326-2636.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium. It's halftime. Liberators up 35-7 over the Logan-Rogersville Wildcats. It is the Shelter Insurance halftime show. And, Suddenly, you and I always talked about it. This is our favorite time of year. You've got high school football on Friday nights. You got college football on Saturdays. You got the World Series and playoff baseball. You got pro football going. And just
deer are starting to rut.
Deer are starting to rut.
Yep.
And it's kind of cold. Mama's want to get underneath the covers. It's a great time of year. So
I agree.
And college football, it will be SBU hosting William Jewell right here at Plaster Stadium tomorrow, 1 o'clock kickoff. It's Alumni Day. We got a bunch of Mayo teammates. We've got a few of them up here in the box with us tonight. And we're going to have a big shindig tomorrow and hopefully see the Bearcats defeat the Cardinals of William Jewell. They call it the Battle of the Baptists.
Well, it ought to be a great day for it weather-wise, too.
Yep.
Just about perfect.
And the University of Missouri, they travel to Alabama to take on the Crimson Tide, or the Tigers with the great homecoming victory over Auburn last weekend. And the the quarterback, Mr. Cook, comes out of the hospital, goes back and runs for a touchdown after having a severe ankle sprain. And hopefully the Tigers can continue their winning ways down in Alabama over the Crimson Tide.
That was a big win for them. That got them bowl eligible and got a lot of respect in the SEC, no doubt.
Unfortunately, the little stat that caught my attention this week was that the last time the Missouri Tigers beat the Crimson Tide was in 1975.
Well,
49 years
then
ago.
we're due.
I remember that. I remember 1975. That was a good year.
That was a good year. We beat the Tide that
was
year.
Bear Bryant still the coach? He was the coach.
He would have been the coach.
Yep.
That's exactly right.
So, and MSU, they travel to University of Northern Iowa up in Cedar Falls. They'll be in the Dome, and that should be a good one. MSU ranked 20 right now in the nation in FCS football, and so that should be a great contest. University of Northern Iowa, always a tough football team. So that's your college lineup. Of course, we'll be watching 3:30 for the MU-Bama game. And I believe it is a 1 o'clock kickoff for MSU, 1 o'clock for SBU as well. And World Series starts tonight, Yankees and the Dodgers. Two teams we all love to hate, but you got to love the Fall Classic, Sody.
That's going to be 3:30 Easterns, 2:30 Central.
2:30, okay.
For the MU-Alabama game.
As we get ready for second half action. And they're going to put got about a minute and a half left. They'll put 3 more minutes back on. We'll send it back to the studio for a few commercials. That will wrap up our Shelter Insurance halftime show here on MoSportsZone and Your Country 99.
When it comes to buying tires, you don't need gimmicks and big sales. You need fair prices and great customer service. And that's exactly what you get at Atterbury's MFA Tire and Auto Center. And that's why Dwayne Atterbury continues the family tradition of a firm handshake and a great deal. So if you're looking for the right tire at the right price, come see Dwayne at Atterbury's MFA Tire and Auto Center today at 333 East Broadway in Bolivar. Attaboy, Atterbury.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Hey, Liberator fans, get your Liberator sports gear at B-Town Custom Apparel, your official Liberator sports boutique. Need t-shirts, vests, uniforms, hats, or promotional products for your business? They've got it all with customized screen printing, embroidery logo development, fundraising, and promotional items. Their talented graphic designers create unique designs just for you. Visit them online at btowncustomapparel.com. Also see them for your sign needs and UPS shipping. B-Town Custom Apparel, proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium. We've got about 2.5 minutes till halftime. We talked about it, Clay and I did. Tell us, what is the record for rushing, Clay?
Well, the longest single game, the single game leading rusher is Ethan Dinwiddie. It happened in 2019 down at Cape Central. He carried the ball 44 times and rushed for 345 yards and 5 touchdowns in that game. And we won that game.
I remember that game.
The 3 of us were there along with Chuck Blair.
How many yards do we need to get that record tonight?
He would need, let's see here. What did I say it is? It's 340. He'll need 145. No, he needs 95 yards.
95
he's at 250 right now.
You get that on one play.
Could be. 1, 2, maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe 2.
So he's got 250 yards on 14 carries right now. Is that correct?
15 carries.
15 carries.
Yep.
6 carries is all he needs in with that average.
So he's averaging 16.6 yards per carry. Yeah, it won't take him too long to get that.
6 carries. He ought to get that. He ought to knock that out.
I guarantee you that's I mean, we used to have some really good running teams back in the Potts era where those guys would break long runs, but he will have the single game yards per carry record especially if he gets to the 300 mark.
Right. Yeah, I think so.
I'd like to
So
mention,
Ethan Dinwiddie, I remember the young man. He was a good-looking young man, good runner. He went and played someplace, but I can't remember where it was.
Did he go to? He didn't go to Emporia. Yeah, I think maybe he went to Emporia.
I don't remember right off.
If somebody out there can tell us that, send us a text because I'd like that.
Maybe either Emporia or Western up in St. Joe.
I just don't remember.
By the way, Brandon Emmert, local kid, doing good. Back in the area now, coaching. Enjoying the show, Matt and Glaze. Enjoying the show.
Glad you're watching it, Brandon. We always enjoyed calling your games and basketball and football.
We had some fun times with him on the football and the basketball fields.
Well, I'll tell you what, so you mentioned a minute ago, our kicking game tonight has been just spot on.
Absolutely.
5 for 5 for extra points. Great kickoffs. We were able to recover one on the pooch kicks.
Highlight punt.
Oh, highlight reel punt.
High snap back to the goal line. What, a 60-yard punt after that on the move?
Yeah, picks the ball up, makes a turn, fakes one man out, and then punts it from the 10-yard line. And tremendous job. So.
All right. Roden Cantrell in the kick. Gardner Casey standing in his own 10. Evan Nichols on his 10 way over on the far side. We'll see if they pooch it down the middle. The second two lines wide open.
They are inviting that, aren't they?
They're inviting the pooch kick to the middle. And that's what they try, but they hit it right to McCurry, but he lets it fall. Nobody picks it up, but the Wildcats, I believe, have it.
They do.
McCurry stepped up. It was right in front of him. He stepped up in front of it, and Nichols was a good 15 yards behind him, and the Wildcats fall on the ball. Not the way you want to start the second half. So
that's just a mental error right there. Mace is used to hitting somebody, and he seen that ball, and then he just picked him out somebody to go and block, and the ball just bounced right there, and Walgrog were ready to pick it up.
So they'll go with an empty backfield to see if it's Manzuk or Freeze in there. It is going to be Manzuk. He takes the snap under some pressure, backs up, steps in the pocket, and he's going to be dropped at the 46-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 on the play. So good job by the Bolivar defense to bow up after the special team mishap.
Sam Harless is going to get credit for that sack because he's the one that put him on the ground, but the entire front four right there just had him. They had that quarterback. He had nowhere to go.
So big loss of 8. Second down and 18 now for the Wildcats, who recovered the pooch kick untouched to start this second half. Trips near side, twins to the far side for Manzuk. He takes a snap again under some pressure. Again, he's going to be dropped for a loss. This time they got him down at the 40-yard line. That'll bring up third down and about 20 now for the Rogersville Wildcats.
Harless and Josh Stanley? No, I must have read that wrong. 58. Logan Roberts. 58. Logan Roberts in on that.
So third and long for the Wildcats. Manzuk standing on his own 45-yard line. Again, they pressure. He goes deep to the far corner.
Made a catch.
Touchdown, Rogersville. That was a heck of a catch. The Bolivar defender was with him step for step. And just a great throw and catch. And the Wildcats capitalize on the misplay by the Liberators on the kickoff. And they score their second touchdown of the night. 35-13 with 10:36 remaining here in the third quarter. And Cantrell in to kick the extra point. No, actually, he's not kicking the extra point. That is Nate Knowles. And the kick is up, and it is good. So they go to 14. And that was not how we thought this second half would start, guys.
Not the start we were looking for.
But Logan-Rogersville capitalizing on the recovering the pooch kick to start the second half. They took 2 sacks and then made a perfect pass play. You cannot. I mean, we was step for step with the receiver, and he was able to come down with the ball and score. So we're going to get another opportunity now. We're still in that 8-minute mark there with the last 4 of the first half and the middle 8. The middle 8, the last 4 of the first half and the first 4 of the second half. So we've got about 2.5 minutes still left in that first 4 of the 4 minutes of the second half to score.
I'm guessing that maybe we had a little talk on the sideline about when they kick off the pooch, somebody get a hold of it. And they do it again. It goes right to the same spot. This time Mason McCurry going to field it at the 25, spins around, and he will be dropped. Maybe picks up a yard, tried to cut it to the center of the field, and there was nowhere to go for him. But we do have possession, so let's get the ball in the hands of Gardner Casey and see how many yards we can get on this carry. So Banner comes in from the sideline. And in the slot on the near side is McCurry. Jackson, the up back on the far side. He comes in motion. They pitch it to Gardner Casey. He turns the corner, gets a block by Jackson, crosses the 30 to the 32-yard line. And
he's slow to get up.
Laid out of bounds, and Gardner Casey's slow to get up. Don't worry, he's tough as an old leather boot. He'll be ready to play.
Give him 4 on the carry right there. He had blocker out in front of him, but he got tagged from behind there. That is one that kind of tripped him up and got him headed to the out-of-bounds marker.
So 2nd down and 5. Well, it depends on who you listen to. The PA man, 2nd and 4. Again, Jackson in motion, far side to the near side. They run a little inside dive to McCurry. He's still driving forward. He gets up to about the 35-yard line. He'll be just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Bolivar. A gaggle of Wildcats.
A gaggle. I like that.
Is that what Wildcats? You're an old
Well, not what we call.
I'd have called them maybe a den of Wildcats.
A pride.
I like the gaggle thing, though.
You got
That's kind of a dig. I like it.
Banner in the gun. Casey standing right beside him. Again, Jackson in motion. They hand it off straight dive to Casey. He picks up the first down and then some, gets up to the 42-yard line. That's another hometown mattress and furniture first down for the Liberators.
Casey just bouncing off bodies going up through the middle right there. And, he's delivering blows as he's doing so. Doing a good job. He wasn't going to be denied. Got him 6 yards there. So he's down to needing 85 for the record.
Okay.
Well, we'll see if he can't get that just real quick here. Jackson, the up back on the far side. McCurry slot near side. They send McCurry in motion. And they go inside to Jackson, and he drives forward, picks up about 6.
Ball's down.
Nah, he was down.
Okay, they called him out then.
Nope, he's going to say this.
The ball came out.
Okay, Santos came up with it.
Okay. He gets about 7 on that carry. Cyrus does
6.5, 7 yards. So 2nd and short for Bolivar. 8:59 left here in the third quarter.
Follow Casey right up through the middle right there. Most of the attention Casey drew, and Cyrus Jackson was able to pick up 7 behind him.
Now Jackson's a wide out on the far side. He's lined up out of offsides. It looks like from here.
Oh, he does.
He's borderline.
They hand it off up the middle to Gardner Casey, and he dives forward, and it looks like he'll have enough. Going to be just short.
Well, one's got him.
Yep, he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and about a half a yard. They spot him just south of the 50-yard line here at Plaster Stadium. Needed to get to the 51, so about 2 lengths to the football.
What do you think?
I'm guessing number 5 is going to get the ball here.
Oh, no. That's all right. Yep. That's all right.
They almost jumped off sides. The Liberators said, I thought it was going to be legal procedure. You had 2 men in motion.
It was just
now
a
they got a
shift.
timeout by the Liberators with 7:53 remaining. They were trying to get Rogersville to jump off sides. We'll send it back to the studio for a quick ad. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening on Your Country 99.
All clothing is arriving at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon. Have a great selection of outwear by Bernie Apparel and Carhartt. Wood pellets, by the bag, the ton, or pallets. Now's the time to improve your fencing. Barbed wire, T-posts, pipe gates, panel gates at CNC's everyday low prices. Have any questions for the Farm and Home? Well, the answer man at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon has the answers for you.
Hi, this is Donald with CNC Farm and Home Supply in Bolivar and Lebanon. If you have questions, we have the answers.
All right, welcome back to Plaster Stadium. It's third down and about a half a yard. The Liberators called a timeout. Up backs on either side. Jackson on the far side, McCurry on the near side. One wide to each side as well. That's Neesmith near side and Nichols far side. Jackson comes in motion. They hand it off to him. They run that ISO off the wing, and he picks up the first down. That's another Hometown Mattress and Furniture first down.
3 yards for Jackson. A good job right there. Like I said, Casey's leading the way for him, and he's he's kind of making the big hole right up there. A lot of attention he's drawing tonight, so all those guys are trying to get shots in on him, allowing Jackson to kind of slide in behind him.
So first down for the Liberators. Jackson again in motion far side to the near side, and whistles on the play and a flag.
Illegal procedure.
Yeah. Yep. That's going to be the call. We've kind of been avoiding that since the beginning of the season. It was really rough in the beginning of the season. We had a lot of them.
Ooh.
It was a plague.
Yeah.
Beginning.
And I think those first 3 games were 7 or 8 a game, I believe. Coach seems to have reined that in. Hopefully we're not slipping back into old habits.
No, boys. It'll be okay.
Don't talk about it.
It'll be okay.
So 1st and 15 now. Casey swings to the near side in motion. They throw over on the far side to Nichols, and he is immediately hit and hit hard. It'll be no gain on the play. Maybe a yard. It looks like they move him about a yard. Ball will be spotted on the far hash at the 48-yard line.
Second down and about 15, I think, yeah.
The Liberators went to the air a little bit in the first half. Let's see if they want to go to the air here or pound it out on the ground with Casey, Jackson, or McCurry. Haven't seen Banner run the ball yet tonight, have we?
No, we have not.
A little bootlegged out the outside.
He's going to throw. We got another penalty.
It's going to be another illegal. Delay game.
Didn't get the play off in time. Oh, this is reminiscent of the start of the season, guys.
A little sloppy right now.
Got to stay focused. 6:24 left here in the third quarter, and we've had 2 penalties in a row.
That penalty there, and there was one in the first half where we had a delay, and I don't think that they realized that the clock had been started. I don't think they realized it then.
Banner takes a snap. Little tunnel screen on the far side. Has Nichols, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards, but well short of even getting back to the original line of scrimmage after all the penalties. So it'll be they're going to put Casey, the wide out, on the near side. Banner will be in the empty backfield. Jackson will be the up back near side. Now Jackson goes in motion to the far side. Banner takes the snap, throws a little slant to Casey. He makes the catch, gets across the 45 to the 44. That's going to bring up 4th and about 6 for the Liberators.
I'm thinking they're going to go for it.
I believe that's what they're thinking also.
6-8, about 8 yards on that, I believe.
So 4th down and 7 they're going to call. All the Liberators looking at their play bands. Casey will come wide to the near side. Nichols out to the far side. Jackson the up back near side. Logan-Rogersville showing blitz. Jackson in motion. Takes the snap. Pump fakes, rolls, throws deep down the near sideline. Casey well covered, and the ball intercepted. Dropped it.
Smart play by the Logan-Rogersville guy right there to let that one go to the ground.
He could have caught that ball. I think he figured that out too. So the Liberators turn it over on downs. Logan-Rogersville will take over 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line with 4:36 remaining. You got some updated scores finally. In the third quarter, Fairgrove 19, Strafford 11. It is a slugfest. Nixa all over Glendale, 28-0. That's still a second quarter score. At the half, Lamar down to Seneca, 35-0. And people are getting their licks on Lamar and Webb City this year for several years of being licked by them. 8-7 Marionville over Miller at the half. Manzik in the gun, under pressure, comes to the near side, backs up, throws, and nobody around. Kind of somebody about 15 yards off. It's incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Liberators came with 3 people that time and dropped everybody else, and, I just kind of clogs the field up down there. That quarterback had no place to go with that ball. He threw it into an empty spot.
He found some green grass, and he threw it to it.
At the half, number 6, Nevada down to Pleasant Hill, 32-21. Monette up over Mount Vernon. That's an upset in the making, 26-22 at the half. Branson up 42-0 over Hillcrest, third quarter. Here we go. Manzik has somebody in the backfield with him now. First time we've seen that. They throw a little screen, and a great job right after he caught the pass. Kozlowski just hammered the receiver, and it'll be no gain. Actually, a 1-yard loss on the play.
That receiver is hoping the coach don't call that play again.
Yeah.
Man, great job by Kozlowski to read that screen.
Webb City pulls in front of Joplin 27-21 in the third quarter. Republic up 21-0 over Willard at the half. 11 all over Waynesville. Trips to the far side, twins to the near side. Manzik in the gun. They send a man in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Manzik flush from the pocket, comes to the near side, throws, gets hammered as he does, makes the throw and
First
a catch. And we're going to spot him just north of the 45-yard line. And as Clay mentioned, that's a first down for the Wildcats.
That's, give them credit right there. That is a very difficult pass for that quarterback. He is right-handed. He goes to his left, turns and throws the ball back across the field. Long way. That ball's in the air a long time.
And he was going to get, he knew he was going to get hit as soon as he released it, and he did.
So just a good play by their quarterback.
Manzik in the gun, takes a snap, again flush from the pocket, and this time he's going to be dropped at the 50-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15 for Raj with 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
The junior Owen McCullough with that sack that time.
We're not rushing that many either, Clay. That's the most impressive thing. Those guys are really putting some pressure on with three down linemen.
3 or 4, yeah.
We've been stunting one linebacker every now and then. Sometimes we'll put him at in more of a down position.
Yeah, they're just doing a good job, and D-backs once again, they're staying hooked with these receivers.
And Logan-Rogersville calls the timeout with 2:35 remaining in the third. We'll take a break as well. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football, MoSportsZone, listening on YourCountry 99.
CMH Orthopedic and Spine Center in Bolivar offers walk-in orthopedic care Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Available to children and adults, the clinic provides non-emergent care for orthopedic injuries, such as fractures, dislocations, sport injuries, and shoulder, hip, and knee pain. No appointment is necessary. For more information, you can visit them on the web or call 417-777-2663.
Since 1912, thousands of Southeast Missourians have turned to Douglas Hahn Heidemann for their legal needs. Specializing in personal injury, wrongful death, bankruptcy, business law, workers' compensation, and estate planning, they're here to fight for your rights. With decades of experience, their dedicated team delivers the results you deserve. When it matters most, Douglas Hahn Heidemann is the name to remember. For consultation, visit dhhlawfirm.com and let them put their expertise to work for you. Because at Douglas Hahn Heidemann, they know the art of winning.
Oh, he's got him. Welcome back to Plaster Stadium. And it's a first down to the 11-yard line as Manzik, under pressure, chucked it up, and Sky Vaughn making the catch and dropped at the 11-yard line.
I think that's I know it is. That's probably the only time tonight that we did what I said we can't do, is that let them get behind us. Let them catch it in front of you and make the tackle, but can't let them get behind us. And that happened that time, and that's the result. Big pass play for Rogersville.
Manzik looking to throw under some pressure and avoids a sack, dives forward, and he'll be dropped at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up third down and probably about 4.
Second down, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm telling you, I'm going to quit because of my eyesight. Are we going to have to get me some spotters up here?
You know, they've got these things that we're wearing here called glasses that can help you.
I've got the most powerful contacts I can get.
I see.
It's not up close. It's bugging me. It's far away. Manzik in the empty backfield from the gun. Takes the snap, rolls to the far side, has room to run, instead throws to a wide open receiver in the corner, and that's another touchdown. That's Sky Vaughn, and I don't know if his defender slipped, but Vaughn was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 10 yards.
I think he kind of got about picked back there.
And they pull within 15 with that touchdown, 35-20, and the Liberators going to have to right this ship here in the third quarter, get something going.
Absolutely. You know, he could have ran that ball in just as easily, Matt. He had all day to run it in, but he chose to throw it. Of course, you don't know who may be coming up behind you, too, sometimes. So
Knowles in to kick the extra point. It is up and good.
Absolutely.
Sure. Or like I said, that the D-back back there kind of got caught up in traffic. That's how that receiver got open. And then our guy that had the containment, the end containment on that far side, he kind of slipped down to the ground. So that gave them time and the patience to go ahead and make that pass play.
I couldn't see what happened, but I was looking. I thought, well, he's going to run the ball because, as Sutton mentioned, he was wide open. And all of a sudden, I see a white jersey come out in the end zone. There ain't nobody around him in a blue jersey. So Logan-Rogersville will kick off again. They started this quarter with a pooch kick that they recovered, untouched by the Liberators. And this one, not really a pooch kick. Well, it is a pooch kick, and we about to let it go again. Nichols picks it up, comes up field 25-30 and across to the 32-yard line. It's a 15-yard return by the junior wideout.
Good job by that young man. He realized that nobody was getting that, and he went and got the ball and just made the most of it and got 15 out of it.
Yeah, and we're going to have to be a little more aggressive. We're going to have to change some things on that, I think.
Yeah, we're going to have to pinch in a little bit. We're spread. We're about we're more than halfway. We're probably 3/4 of the way between the hash marks and the sideline. And there's a big open spot, and Rogers exposed that the last 3 kickoffs. 2 to either side. Now the man in motion from the far side, and the handoff up the middle to Casey, and he dives forward for about a 1.5-yard gain. 1:16 left in the third.
Yeah, the Liberator offense needs to generate a little something here in this remainder of this quarter right here. I don't know if we get the score, but at least get us over in their side of the field with a minute to go here in the third.
This time they put McCurry as the up back on the near side. He'll go in motion to the far side. Banner takes a snap, pitches to Casey. He gets a corner turn, picks up the first down. He's going to take it to the house. Nobody around down the far sideline. Gardner Casey Touchdown, Liberators. No flags on the play. And there's your, that may make him the single game rusher.
That's 66 yards right there. Let me do a little math here. 76, 82. What did we say he needed?
Needed 90, I think 95.
He's at 82 yards. So
okay, that
still got a quarter to play.
That knocked a pretty good chunk out of it.
Gardner Casey's been the story tonight on the long runs, and he got another great block over on that far sideline by McCurry that time. Now he'll hold as Burke in to kick the extra point for the Liberators. Snap is back, the kick is up, and it is good.
Okay.
42-35. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back to the ensuing kickoff. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening on Your Country 99.
Who's keeping you toasty this winter? For more than 30 years, Jim and Roberta Doak have been keeping folks warm in Polk County. They offer propane delivery, new system installs, new and used propane tanks, bottled propane, and so much more. They deliver clean, affordable American propane in a fast, friendly, and courteous manner that you can depend on. If you're on the fence about what propane company to use this year, give them a call at 326-6111 or visit them just a block north of historic downtown Bolivar. Doak Propane, a proud sponsor of Liberator football.
If you haven't been to Kathy's Pasta lately, you haven't been. New ownership brings an updated menu and new atmosphere that'll enhance your dining experience. Indulge your senses with not only premium pastas, but juicy ribeye steak, tender filet mignons, and succulent seafood that's bursting with flavor, all while getting exceptional service. Kathy's Pasta. Come taste what's new. Located on Main Street in Bolivar, across from the post office. Kathy's Pasta, where every dish is a celebration.
Tackle. Welcome back to Plaster Stadium. A great open field tackle.
Neesmith.
Was that Kel McCurry? That was Neesmith. They tried a little deeper pooch kick. The back caught it, turned around, looked like he had a room to run to the far alley, and Neesmith with a great tackle. And Logan-Rogersville will take over 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line, down 42-21 to the Liberators with 31 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And we'll see if that looks like they got Freeze in the court. Nope, it's Manzik. Takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket and is going to be dropped for a loss at the 12-yard line.
Number 58.
That's coming from his inside linebacker position, and that is Logan Bunn.
Logan Bunn started playing right over the center in a stand-up position, about 2 or 3 yards off the ball. He just kind of mirrored the quarterback, and when he broke out, he just went ahead and went back and got him.
When they started getting pressure with 3 down linemen, they did that, Clay, and he's just mirroring. Like I said, he's shadowing the quarterback, and if he starts to run, he goes to wherever he's running to. That's going to end the quarter, and the Liberators up 42-21. After 3 quarters of play, we'll keep it right here. And, Clay, why don't you tell us where we're at on that single-game rushing record that Casey could break?
All right, he needs 344. That was Dinwiddie got way back in 2019. So far, way back in 2019. So far, he had 250 in the first half. He's got 82 here in the third quarter. So that puts him 12 yards short, unofficially, but it's usually been pretty close here. So he's got 20 carries right now for 32 yards.
West Plains 27 and Carl Junction 20 after 3 quarters of play down at West Plains. Oh, guys, I tell you, went to Jackson, Mississippi a couple weeks ago and stopped in West Plains and had lunch with Jack Randolph, the former West Plains coach and principal, and I found this a good place to go.
Okay. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Fish house still wasn't open, huh?
The fish house still wasn't open, and I found this a good place.
Well,
they had deep-fried deviled eggs.
Oh, boy.
Well, how long did they stay open?
They stay open. Kitchen's open till 11 on the weekends. That's our kind of place.
I don't know if we can make it there tonight, sir. But
we can call ahead.
I've had Scotch eggs, which is a whole.
I love
this
Scotch eggs.
This was a half an egg, deviled egg, deep fried. And they snapped to Manzik. He's under pressure again. Throws down the far sidelines. And great coverage by the Liberators. It falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Sky Vaughn.
Nichols with the coverage. And like you said, he was actually out in front of their receiver. So he did a good job. He just kind of slowed down a little bit, and their receiver started running into him. So that seems to be a pretty important play anymore in college and especially in the pros. You know, they're just throwing that ball up down there, trying to get that pass interference call.
Well, it used to be if you throw the ball, three things can happen. Two of them are bad.
Two of them
with
are
the
bad.
Pass interference, it's 50-50.
That's a plus.
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
This time they go four receivers near side, one to the far side. Manzik takes a snap again, flush from the pocket, and he's going to be dropped. And they'll pick up about 4 yards on the carry, but well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down and about 12. I don't know. They spot him. It'll be 4th and 10, and they surely will punt here.
Senior Brent Sawyer's in on the tackle there. So
they will bring the punt team in. Well, I'd like to see him pick up about 60 yards and get another Warwick Electric touchdown.
Okay.
Be pretty. That's a pretty good record. That'd be hard to beat. That'd be close to 400 yards.
Yeah, and in just in case I'm off adding here a yard or two, I want to see him get enough.
The punt is up. It's not a great one, but it takes a good bounce. Casey fields it at the 40, cuts it to the 45, and dropped at the 49-yard line. So he won't get 60 on this carry, but we'll take the 51 on this carry, especially if he takes it to the house.
Got coaches next to us here. I wonder if they're aware of that record.
Probably not. They want to win the ball game. Every coach tell you that's for you media people to worry about, not us. We're worried about winning ball games.
Here we go.
So Casey's going to be the wide out to the far side. Jackson the up back on the far side. Nichols the wide out near side. He goes in motion. And they hand it off to Jackson. They fake it to Nichols. Jackson cuts it to the outside, crosses midfield, stiff arms a man, and finally run out of bounds at the 45. Tough piece of running by the junior Cyrus Jackson. Picks up 6 or 7 yards on the carry.
And an excellent jab. He had got two pretty good jabs in there. That was excellent. I mean, that was quick, too.
Yeah, they were. He stiff-armed, put his arm back, and stiff-armed again.
And he did a good job. It's 6 yards.
Jackson takes a seat. Kozlowski replaces him. He'll be in the slot on the far side with Casey out wide to the far side. Now Kozlowski comes in motion, and they hand it off to him. He comes near side, spins around, dives forward, and with great balance, he's got enough for a first down. We'll see where they spot him. It's going to be close.
Short, yeah.
Well, what did he do? He just put it down and then moved it back about a half a yard, and it'll be third and about a half a yard.
I think that's in that back of the playbook or the rule book, I think, isn't it? Wow.
All right, here we go. Come on.
So they're going to stack two right here on the near side. Kozlowski and Nichols standing there. Now, Casey comes in motion from the far side. They hand it off to him. He spins around. He breaks a tackle or two. Gets up to the 34-yard line. That's good enough for another Hometown Mattress and Furniture first down.
7 yards is what I'm giving him on that.
That'll move the sticks with 9:28 remaining in the ball game. Lib sporting a 42-21 advantage over Logan-Rogersville. Jackson back in the ball game. He'll be the up back on the far side. They put McCurry at the tight end on the near side. Gardner Casey standing right next to Jackson. Now they send Nichols in motion, and they hand it off to him. He works up the middle, finds a little seam. Ball on the ground, and I believe that the
Liberate. No, they're gone.
The Wildcats will see. Bolivar has it.
Yeah. I'd say the three on the bottom were the all Liberators. That's number 56 that picked it up there. It's going to be
that's Brent Sawyer's. They do gain a yard on the fumble. 2nd down and 9. And right now, you just want to run the clock out, maybe punch a score in. We'd like to see Casey, who comes in motion from the far side, and they'll hand it off to him. And he is immediately dropped for a 4-yard loss. And that was just a good play by the defender for the Wildcats as he beat his man and got in there. Making the stop for Logan-Rogersville was Jacob Shinkovich.
Casey kind of bent over there. He's
timeout,
trying to get a breath.
And the Liberators call timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening on YourCountry 99.
You'll find everything you need to turn the great outdoors into your own personal playground at Hobby Time. From ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles to Falcon bass boats, Avalon pontoons, and firearms for every season. Hobby Time is the toy store for the outdoor enthusiast. Located just north of Bolivar off Highway 13. Get into the outdoor game with Hobby Time. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
For all your furniture and bedding needs, visit Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. Come see our great quality mattresses and furniture closeouts. You will not find more bang for your buck on pillow tops, Euro tops, temper-grade foam mattresses, and adjustable bases. Same for sofas, sectionals, recliners, bedroom, and dining room furniture. From budget to luxury, we got it all. Payment programs available, same as cash, no credit needed. Check out our many great reviews on Facebook and Google. We will treat you right and earn your 5-star review. Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. 451 South Springfield Avenue, Bolivar, Missouri.
Banner takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Kozlowski, throws over in the near flats, has his man. That is Nichols. He makes the grab. He'll be just short of the first down, and I'm sure we'll go for it here. There is a flag on the play at the 49-yard line, though.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what he says. Roughing the passer.
Okay.
So that'll be a first down for the Liberators.
That's an add-on, I think, isn't it?
Yep. But that'll be enough for a Hometown Mattress and Furniture first down.
No, he actually took that one from the line of scrimmage.
Still should be enough for a first down. Yep, they're going to move the sticks.
Okay.
So 1st and 10 Liberators, 8:08 left to play in the ball game. Looking to pad up their 42-21 lead here. Banner in an empty backfield. Casey in motion from the far side to the near side. They hand it off to him. He squirts through and picks up about 4. Gets up just shy of the 20-yard line. That'll get the 4 that he lost on the last play.
3:39. It's kind of unofficial, but
that's getting pretty close.
He's 5 yards short.
We've had success with that kind of pitch and lead back.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try that one.
We're in a double tight position.
Nichols comes in motion from the near side to the far side. They run the inside dive to Jackson. He breaks a tackle across the 10 to the 5.
He didn't get in.
Just short. He got to the 1-yard line. Great piece of running by Cyrus Jackson. He's run as good as we've seen him run all season tonight, guys.
Agreed. He's running downhill all night.
Yep. He has run a lot tougher.
20-yard run for the young man. Did a good job of busting it to the outside there. I thought he was going to score. I think
he thought he was too.
Yeah, and he did get hit there. He just think maybe didn't realize how close he was.
1st and goal to go from the 1. 7:19. Let's get a Warwick Electric touchdown here, Liberators. Banner steps up to the line, audibles. They send Jackson in motion. They're going to hand it off to him, let him get his touchdown, and he walks it right in, but we got a penalty flag, according to Mr. Meyer. Yep, holding against the Liberators, so they'll move it back to the 6.
All right. On that interior line, everybody knew that it was kind of coming up the middle right there. Just kind of maybe got the hands outside their shoulder pads, keep a defender from making that tackle.
Nichols near side, Casey far side, Jackson the up back on the far side, Banner in the pistol. Jackson comes in motion to the near side. They hand it off to him again. He dives forward and gets across the 10, then driven backwards. And on the stop for Rogersville, their big man, number 70. They don't have him on the roster. He's a big dude. There he is, Lucas Paris, 6'2", 280.
That's big.
That's big. About what you are, ain't it?
Yeah, pretty close.
6'2"?
No.
Oh, nice to have friends, ain't it?
I've got over that a long time ago.
You know, at just over 6 foot and 240, I'm the smallest one in the room. That's timeout Liberators.
He's about to lose the
play clock.
Yep.
We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Bolivar Liberator football on MoSportsZone, listening to Your Country 99.
If you're buying or selling real estate in Southwest Missouri, call Hubbard Realty. We're your local real estate experts with a team of dedicated professionals who will represent you through one of life's biggest challenges, buying or selling a home, land, or investment property. Let our years of experience in up and down markets guide you with data-driven advice and researched guidance. With generational roots in the area, we're here to stay. So work with the realtors you know, like, and trust. The agents at Hubbard Realty. We're your hometown real estate experts.
Drilling, the action of making a hole in something by boring with a drill. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's not, especially when it comes to water wells, geothermal drilling, and environmental monitoring. With over 20 years experience, Jeremy McCarthy and his crews at McCarthy Drilling will have your project completed efficiently and effectively using state-of-the-art drill rigs. Don't leave your drilling to just anyone. Contact the experts at McCarthy Drilling in Halfway. McCarthy Drilling done right.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium. On the play, it's a touchdown pass to Gardner Casey from Banner, and that is going to put the Liberators up 48-21.
Good job right there by Gardner Casey, just running that slant right across the middle. You know, the safety was sitting way inside on him, so he had plenty of room from that far position on the outside to run that slant route. Good pass by Banner.
So Burke into kick. And the kick is up, and it is good.
Wow. Adds to that perfection of kicking we've seen tonight.
So the Liberators go up 49-21 midway through the fourth quarter. And they will kick off to the Wildcats. Wildcats kind of came out in the third quarter, started to give us a little scare, guys, but Bolivar has answered the bell late third quarter, early fourth quarter in this contest.
They came out with a little bit more energy, and they were a little more focused, Matt, and it took us a little while to get back to where we needed to be, but we're back.
6:07 left in the ball game. See if we've got an update from West Plains.
The offense and defense both have clicked really, really well here this evening. The points actually came off our kicking game this time,
True.
Special teams.
True.
We'll see if we pooch it here. Said Rogersville's made the adjustments. The Liberators have not. They've still spread them out pretty far. Now, Rogersville has their
just outside
second
the
line just outside the hash. This is another high pooch. And fair called for and caught, and that's a dangerous one. He was running hard.
Yeah.
That could have went a lot of different ways there. What?
How many yards did he have?
I've got him at 339.
I don't know if A.J. Lynn knows the cattle market signs or not. I give him the 339. And Friesen at quarterback for the Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 38 for Rogersville. Takes a snap, looking to throws over in the far flats, incomplete.
Get on that ball.
And if he'd have caught it, he'd have got his bell rung by Mason McCurry. And it's 34-20. West Plains with 6 minutes left to go in the ball game down at Zizzerland.
Well, that's about what they were behind when they came through the gate, I'm pretty sure, 14.
You've been to Zizzerland,
I have been to Zizzerland.
Freeze in the gun, the empty backfield. Takes the snap. Comes to the near side, throws across the middle, and has his man. He's immediately dropped, and it'll be short of the first down and bring up 2nd down and 2. And slow to get up was the receiver, Sky Vaughn.
3rd and 2.
We got the
3rd down and 2.
Alexander Richards, sophomore, in the game here for the Liberators. It's the first time I've seen that young man, I think, this season.
Okay.
Freezing the gun, trips far side, twins near side. Liberators show blitz. Rolls out to the far side, has his man. He makes a catch, avoids a tackle, but a great come from behind tackle by Neesmith. They pick up the first down plus about 8, getting into Liberator territory with 5:16 remaining in the ball game. Don't go to sleep on the Wildcats, boys. They can throw deep.
No, I'll tell you what, we just missed the tackle over there after he made that completion. But luckily, Neesmith used some of that speed of his to just track him down really quick.
Freeze looks to the sideline. They snap on him. He wasn't quite ready. McCurry chasing him down. He gets the pass off, and it's completed to the 40-yard line. He literally just turned his head, and the ball was in his gut.
And Neesmith did a good job again right there with that tackle. He helped out with Danny Kozlowski, the senior of the two Kozlowskis.
They spotted just north of the 40. The nose may be touching the 40-yard line. Really just shocked at this crowd. It's just a great fall night to watch football. I don't know if there's something else going on in town.
World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see the Yankees.
Or the Dodgers, one or two.
Freeze looking to throw, flush, runs to the far side. Now spins, comes back. He's deep into Liberator territory. Now lets it go. And
out of bounds.
Out of bounds. No catch. And it'll be an incomplete pass. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Great job by the defenders back here. The receivers, they're trying to get to an open spot. And I mean, every one of the Liberators' defensive backs, they all had their eyes on a man and the quarterback. The only place he threw it the only place he was going to be able to catch it, and that was out of bounds.
And he had a lot of time, and they had a lot of time to cover.
Yep.
Need a big stop here. Freeze standing on the 45 by himself. Throws across the middle, has his man right at the yard marker. He dives forward, and it'll be enough for the first down.
They're going to give him an extra yard or two over there, it looks like.
With 3:56 remaining in the ball game, and the Wildcats are matriculating.
They are.
See what happens here. Liberators.
I'm going to say they're going to throw the ball.
Yeah, Liberators. Looks like they've got primarily their starters in there, but they've got a few replacements in for a minute, maybe giving some guys a little breather.
Freeze takes the snap, looks to the far sideline, has his man at about 9 yards, and he's dropped immediately.
Kozlowski.
But they'll be looking at a 2nd down and 1.
Liberators need this stop. There's 3:14 to go here in the fourth quarter, up 49-21.
Again, freezing an empty backfield. Liberators with 5 defenders back, the nickel package. They throw in a great catch. Coverage on the play by McCurry, but leaping up to catch that one-handed was Gage Hale. And that'll move the 6 again for the Wildcats, and the Liberator defense going to have to bow up here as the Wildcats now in the red zone.
Yeah, Mason McCurry, great coverage. Like I said, just a great play by the Logan-Rogersville receiver.
That's one he'll talk about when he's older. I jumped up one-handed and
brought it down.
You should have seen me.
30 years from now, it's only a one-score game.
And Freeze flush from the pocket, rolling out to the far side, being pressured by Neesmith, and he throws it away, and it's going to be incomplete, stopping the clock with 2:28.
Yeah, Logan-Rogersville, there's no quit in them. They're going to try to give a good showing one way or the other.
Matt, and when they accumulate those points for wins, losses, and everything, how big of a margin of victory or
defeat? I think
defeat?
it's 14 points is the maximum. Isn't it,
Okay.
Sadie?
Yeah. Yep. More doesn't always mean it was better. It has to be just get to a certain number.
Okay.
They throw over in the far flats. That's got to be a holding penalty over there.
He caught the ball with his knee on the ground. The play was whistled right as he caught it.
Our defender was there to either intercept that or hit him immediately, and he was held, no flag on the play. And so it's also no gain on the play. Actually, they're going to give him a 1 yard loss, 3rd and 11.
And the clock kept running.
2:06.
15 on the play clock. Under 2
They're going to have
minutes.
to hurry up and get this off. They're down to 10 on the play clock. Freeze runs up and shouting the play out. 7 on the play clock. Man comes in motion from the near side. Freeze throws over in the near flats. Has his man. He crosses the 20-25 and driven out of bounds at the 9. And that'll be short of the first down. It does stop the clock with 1:38 left in the ball game.
He had the alleyway to the end zone right there. D-back did a good job of not – he was just setting the corner. He wasn't letting him get all the way through there, and he was holding that blocker up and was able to get a little backside pursuit help to get him out of bounds.
Several substitutions by the Liberators on defense. 4th down and 2 for the Wildcats. Freeze in the gun by himself. Liberators showing blitz. Drops back, throws across the middle, has his man. Touchdown for Rogersville. Well, at least that way we can get Gardner Casey the ball.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to win the ball game, but and they're not even going to be able to get within the 14 points. And then to do the kicking for Rogersville, Nate Knowles. The holder for the Wildcats, A.J. Muncie. Snaps back. It's good. The kick is up, and it is good. We haven't had a missed extra point all night.
Unbelievable.
Fighting a little bit of wind earlier. It looks like it's calmed down out there now.
Yeah, it was kind of gusty there.
Is Logan-Rogersville going to try a pooch kick, or do you think we'll see a true onside kick right here?
Hard to say.
You have more luck with the pooch kick, I think, than you normally do with the
pooch kick's been successful. Yep.
They got the first one at the half there, so
with 1:27 remaining, Liberators up 49-28. I got a feeling when we leave this box, it's going to be a little cool outside, guys.
Well, if you look at the fans down here,
they're covered up.
They're bundled up.
They are covered up.
I see stocking caps, blankets, and coats.
I think the high temperature tomorrow is like 64, 65.
Is that right?
I think so.
Drop into the 40s overnight.
34-27, West Plains with 4 minutes to go. So
you never know.
Carl Junction's
You never know.
mounting a comeback.
Carl Junction's having travel, about 4.5 hours by bus?
Oh, it's a long way. I don't know. It's 98 miles from Springfield to Carl Junction. So it's 147 from Bolivar to...
So take off about 30 of that, probably 35 maybe. It's a ways.
So we'll see what to do. Gardner Casey standing now. We got a penalty flag.
Yeah, we do. Or they just drop it out of us?
Nope, it's delay a game, and so they're going to move him back 5 yards.
Oh. Gardner Casey back by himself. They're just going ahead and bringing another set of hands up close.
Yeah, they're playing for the onside kick. And we'll try it all again. They do a short pooch kick. It'll be fielded by the Liberators at the 42. Hey, drop the ball, and Rogersville comes up with it. And Neesmith got the kick and was stripped. And Rogersville takes over 1st and 10 from the Liberator 47-yard line. At that point, you just need to fall on the ball.
Just fall on it.
Yep. But trying to make something happen.
That's true. Enthusiasm. I like enthusiasm.
They take it over on the 47.
47. Yep.
Yeah.
Free still in at quarterback for the Wildcats. Liberator showing blitz. Freeze thrust from the pocket, steps up, throws, and wide open on the far sideline, and he overthrows his intended receiver. If he hits him in stride, that is a touchdown.
Yeah, there's no question. We didn't have anybody within 15 yards. I think that the cornerback over there that was scheduled, that was on him, thought that ball was going to be dumped off short, and so he broke off the receiver on that pump fake and went short, and that receiver was streaking down the sideline by himself.
That's probably the easiest throw he's had all night.
Yeah. And that'll be stop the clock with 1:11, 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. Freeze taking the snap, looks across the middle, has his man. He'll pick up the 1st down, breaks the tackle, spins around, finally dropped at the 37. But his forward progress was up to the 36. Oh, no, they're going to spot him at the 37.
Give him the first down.
Still give him the 1st down.
Clock stops with that, or they've called timeout.
They called the timeout.
That leaves them with 1, and we're out of timeouts.
So they called a timeout with 59 seconds remaining.
It has definitely not been a boring game, I can tell you that. Been a lot of excitement here. No quitting Logan-Rogersville. Hats off to them for that.
Big runs, big passes, good tackling, had some hard hitting. It's been a great game to call. Not very many fans here, but the ones who are here have seen a good game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Logan-Rogersville got, I don't know, I'd say there's 150 people over there maybe?
Maybe. Creator Designs was the sponsor of the game tonight. That's a blackout, and all the kids have black T-shirts. Down the super fans and the cheerleaders wearing black as well. Trips far side, twins near side for Freeze. He's in an empty backfield in the gun. Takes a snap. Steps up, throws near sideline, and
offensive
incomplete. Stopping the clock with 52 seconds.
If there would have been a flag, it would have been
still running.
You know, it stopped now. It looked to me like the official put his hand down there, but when it fell incomplete out of bounds, he didn't pull the flag out. And I don't think that ball was catchable, so that's probably the right thing.
The intended receiver was Sky Vaughn, who has a touchdown on the night. 2nd and 10.
Blitz coming.
And he's running away from McCurry, and he has to throw it away with 44 seconds remaining. And that looked like backyard football, boys. McCurry just chasing Freeze around. He's running in circles.
Arms going everywhere, man. Oh.
There may have been a scream or two down there while he was running away.
Good job by Mason, y'all. Here we are, 40 seconds to go here in the ball game, and these guys, they're still acting like it's first quarter. Their legs are fresh. They're in shape.
So 3rd and 10. Freeze with the hard snap count. Now takes a snap, looking to throw to the far side again. Flush from the pocket. McCurry hits him, and he throws it away. And he's going to see 7 chasing him down all night tonight in his dreams. Stops the clock with 36. And if we can stop him here, we might get a chance to hand the ball off to Gardner Casey. Needs 5 yards to pick up the record.
Unofficially, I hope I haven't missed that at some place or gave him a yard where he didn't get it and he needs 6.
Let's just get him about 20. Let's give him the ball, give him another touchdown.
Get him a couple of carries and see where it goes.
We got to stop here, though.
Got to get a stop here to make
4th and 10, 36 seconds left. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Pressure's worked.
And they bring it again. They throw across the middle, incomplete. And the Liberators will take over with 33 seconds remaining. And hopefully we give the ball to Gardner Casey. Let him at least try and pick up some.
See what happens here.
The game is in hand and really has been. Even if they'd have scored there, we'd have had. Looks like they're going to bring in Polk. Is he going to be the quarterback? Coach Conrad talking to him.
Coach LaSalle had Gardner by the chest and was visiting with him.
Yeah, I believe the word may have got down there.
Let's see what happens here, boys.
He will be wide to the far side. I bet he comes in motion. And Rogersville just acting like, well, they're going to fall on the ball. He does come in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. Comes to the near side. Can he get the corner turned? And, he's going to get a late hit. He stopped the clock with 25 seconds.
2 yards.
He'll get a couple yards on that.
Now, let me write that down. 2 yards. I've got him at it'd be 341 is what I'm showing him.
And
at.
he needs 334.
344.
344. They put him up wide again on the far side. Again, he comes in motion. And they hand it off to him. He turns the corner, crosses the 40 to the 45, runs out of bounds at the 48.
Good job by that young man right there. You know what? He could have taken that to the house, and he took the sidelines. I think that's classy, guys.
I hope we didn't give him a short yard.
So what did he get there? He got 6 and then another
39 to the 50. So that's
being
11 yards.
All right.
And now we'll fall on the ball here, surely. Yep, Banner will step up under center. Casey will be behind him. 19 seconds on the clock. Now Kozlowski will back up for the safety valve. And now what's going on? Delay game against the Liberators.
That's all right. We had a little celebration there. That's all right. It's all right.
Banner takes a snap, takes a knee, and that'll be the ball game. Liberators going to win it here tonight, 49-28 over the Logan-Rogersville Wildcats. And they will go to 5-4 on the season. Rogersville falls to 3-6. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with the postgame show. You're watching and listening to Bolivar Liberator Football, MoSportsZone, and YourCountry 99.
Drilling, the action of making a hole in something by boring with a drill. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's not, especially when it comes to water wells, geothermal drilling, and environmental monitoring. With over 20 years' experience, Jeremy McCarthy and his crews at McCarthy Drilling will have your project completed efficiently and effectively using state-of-the-art drill rigs. Don't leave your drilling to just anyone. Contact the experts at McCarthy Drilling in Halfway. McCarthy Drilling done right.
When is the last time your bank paid you for swiping your debit card? At Mid-Missouri Bank, swiping your card actually makes you money. Since June of 2017, Midmo has paid out $6 million in Kasasa rewards to their Kasasa customers. $6 million. That's an average of $75,000 a month. You think it's time to switch to Mid-Missouri Bank? Come join one of their 13 locations and get paid to swipe. To learn more, visit midmobank.com. Mid-Missouri Bank is building the community bank of the future in the Ozarks today. Member FDIC.
People choose Oak Star Bank for a number of reasons, from the high interest earning checking accounts all the way to a 30-year fixed rate farm loan. But really, it's our people that make the difference. Here at Oak Star, we believe that friendly service and a smile from hometown people that you know makes all the difference in the world. Come experience the difference a hometown bank like Oak Star can make. Oak Star Bank knows banking in Bolivar. Maybe it's time you get to know us. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
When
When you own a commercial lawn service, you know a thing or two about great cuts. You also know that every dollar counts. And with Gravely's Mow Like a Pro sales event, you can save up to $2,000 and receive special financing on select models of America's most rugged and dependable commercial lawnmowers, including the Big Pro Turn 600. But hurry, the Mow Like a Pro sales event is for a limited time only, and only at Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Precision Small Engines in Bolivar.
Welcome back to Plaster Stadium, where the Liberators win it here tonight, 49-28 over the Wildcats from Logan-Rogersville, and unofficially a new single-game rushing record set by Gardner Casey.
25 carries for 352 yards with 3 touchdowns.
14.08 yards per carry, and a great game by the senior here tonight. Clay, you got some stats for us?
Yeah, overall, Chapel Banner did a great job passing the ball tonight. Good control, 9 completions out of 13 attempts for 80 yards with 2 touchdowns. Evan Nichols catching 1 of them, 6 total catches for 55 yards. Like I said, Gardner Casey with 3 touchdowns, 25 carries for 352 yards. Cyrus Jackson also a great performance tonight. 1 touchdown, 10 carries for 71 yards. Good offensive showing here this evening.
And a good defensive showing for the Liberators, too. 2 interceptions on the night. And, really the only flaw we had in this ball game, guys, we had 2 fumbles on kickoffs. And that's really what kept this from being a turbo clock game.
Yeah, without a doubt. The special teams, like you said, it was all on kickoffs. We failed to catch a pooch kick and let it drop, and gave them good position to open the half. And then
Banner had a fumble, too.
Yeah, Banner did have that 1 fumble, but then we had another pooch kick. Neesmith fielded it and was trying to make something out of nothing, and it got stripped and turned the ball over there too. But besides that, just a great performance tonight for the Liberators, setting up.
Agreed.
Hopefully, what we got for next week, Matt? Tell them.
Well, West Plains won it. West Plains won it, so it looks like we'll be the 3 seed, which will put us probably playing Monette here at home. We'll see how Monette and Mack County was tied with East Newton. We'll try and get an update on those scores. Also, we need to mention the kicking game. Didn't miss an extra point. Burke did a great job. He snapped over his head, somehow got the ball, got up, got it in place, kicked it about 60 yards, and that could have been a huge turning point in this contest if he gets sacked back there or if he just dribbles a punt, and that was a tough pressure situation. He did a great job kicking off. We were able to recover the 1 pooch kick to get the ball back after scoring on the first drive, and can't say enough about our kicking game tonight as well. Really just a really good performance by the Liberators all the way around.
No question about it.
So I've got some scores. Fairgrove 26, Stratford 11. That's a final. And Sutton wants to take my picture. Is Coach coming up?
I haven't seen him.
It is senior night. So Nixa 42, Glendale nothing. Seneca 57, Lamar 7. That's a final.
Wow.
That is a surprise. Marionville 24, Miller 7. That's a final. Warsaw beats Pleasant Hope 61-8. Final. 42-0. 42-20, Neosho loses to Carthage. Ashgrove 20, Sarcoxy 18. That's a final. Pleasant Hill 46 and Nevada 21. That one's final. That's a pretty big upset. Monette was up over Mount Vernon 40-32 late in the 4th quarter. That could be a major upset.
Yes.
And
it'll come in riding a hot streak. I mean, that's a big win for them.
Joplin winds up beating Webb City 43-42 in overtime. It is Republic. That's a halftime score. Cassville 21, Aurora 11. That's a final. East Newton up over Mack County 21-14 late in the 3rd quarter on our scoreboard. So those are your scores.
I'm still looking there.
I don't see him, and it is senior night, so they'll make the last walk.
Yeah, Coach may or may not come up.
We may not get Coach up here, but just excellent night tonight for the Liberators. Complete ball game, well coached, well disciplined. Had a little bit of a lapsity in the 3rd quarter.
He's way over there.
And had a few mistakes that we had early in the season.
Agreed.
Just had a little bit of a down spell there at the start of the third quarter, but they got it back. And what can you say? Gardner Casey, what a game by him tonight.
Agreed. And hats off to Rogersville. As you know, we like to mouth them because we're just good rivals. That's what we are. But they came out focusing with a lot of energy in that third quarter when they could have just laid down, Matt.
Yep.
But they never laid
They were
down.
fighting through the end of the fourth quarter trying to get it in there. And so
tip of the hat, they played. And, you know, that's good for us and good for our kids. And that'll help us get ready for next week even more.
And, again, we're just speculating. We don't know exactly how it's going to wash out, but we think we'll be third in the district. So we will probably host Monette next Friday night right here at Plaster Stadium. And Coach is going to be down there with the seniors. So we'll wrap it up for us here tonight. So long, and thank you for watching Bolivar Liberator football. Thanks, Clay Meyer, Sutton Medley. We'll see you next week.
This ball.